3-1 left to go in the first quarter. Mustangs take a 7-0 lead here, Matt. And the Mustangs offense, they look good.
Yeah, and going to the kicker, Chad Gunton, kicker makes a big difference because backup kicker, he was out last week, and we had a backup kicker against Holly Springs, and it really showed that we missed Chad Gunton, who was out with a hamstring injury, so it's nice to see him back on the field.
Yeah, man, and that was a tough a spot to fill with Matt Frangello being the kicker last year. A very strong leg who the Mustangs could really depend on, and they were looking for somebody this year, and Chad stepped up, and he's done a pretty good job.
Absolutely. Being a kicker may not be one of the glory positions on the field, but it's definitely an important one, especially in close games. When you get down there, need a field goal, the kicker is real important.
Yeah, man. Matt Frangello actually won the Lee County game for the Mustangs last year on a last-second field goal, man, that gave them the lead, and they were able to take the victory. So kicker can be huge here. As Gunton's got it teed up, he's going to kick off, and back to receive for Green Hope is number 4, Brendan Lynch. And Lynch is going to take the ball at about the 5 and tries to get out to the right side to the middle of the field. He fumbles. I think it might have been picked up by Green Hope. Excuse me, that was number 6, Abe Stroh for Green Hope on the return there, who did fumble the ball at about the 15-yard line.
It actually looked like Will Nassif fell on it, I believe.
So it is picked up by Green Hope, and we'll get our first look at the Falcons' offense here tonight. So Nassif is going to come out here and, lead these Falcons onto the field, and won't really know what to expect from their offense, but it should be interesting to watch.
Absolutely, and you kind of look at their first 4 games, they don't really have a heavy passing or rushing attack. It varies game to game, so we'll see which comes out on top in this game.
Actually, it looks as if Drew Lloyd is going to get the reps here at QB to start off the game for the Mustangs, and he snaps it, and he drops back to pass. He's got pressure. He throws one up to the right side. Jackson Ryder in coverage and almost comes down with the interception.
Double coverage by Jackson Ryder, and Daquan Render almost came with that interception.
Yeah, man, that was good coverage there by the Mustangs as Lloyd was looking deep first play, and he was looking for number 26 on that play. And Jackson Ryder, came in there, broke out that pass. And Jackson started every game for the Mustangs last year, if I'm not mistaken, and did a really good job as a sophomore, and he's looked good this year.
Absolutely. He could be a future. He's a current leader and future leader for the Mustangs.
Drew Lloyd in the pistol here for the Falcons. And, Middle Creek gets pressure right up the middle. Lloyd's hit and throws and incomplete, man. That was great pressure by the Mustangs that time.
Cameron White just exploded into the backfield. He blitzed right away and just really disrupted Drew Lloyd right back there.
Yeah, man, the Mustangs love sending Britt Cherry and Cameron White after the quarterback, and they do a great job of getting in there and really causing problems. That last pass was intended for Abe Stroh, and Lloyd's made a couple of good throws here to start. He's just had hands in his face and good coverage by the Mustangs. So in the pistol again on 3rd down here, and Lloyd drops back. Oh, wow. They try to set up a screen, and he does complete the pass to number 11, Ronnie Peoples. But Mustangs get to him quick, and it'll be a punt here upcoming for the Falcons.
Absolutely. That was a great showing by the Mustang defense, being able to keep pressure on the quarterback and get in the backfield quickly. If they can do that all game, it's going to make it really difficult for Lloyd and Nassif back there at quarterback.
Most certainly, man. I think that defensive line for the Mustangs looked good this year, man, and the linebackers, like we have said, definitely the strong part. So punt coming here for the Falcons. John Hartshorn back. Oh, Jackson Ryder almost got there to block it. Hartshorn's going to muff the ball, but he picks it up. He drops it again. He picks it up and trying to get out to the right side. And there's a flag thrown. I think that'll be a face mask there as Hartshorn's pushed out at about the 44. A little tough time with the ball there, but John's done a good job back there taking punts for the Mustangs this year.
Yeah, it was a scary moment when he almost lost control of the ball, but he did good under pressure and gained control of the ball and was able to make some positive yardage out of it.
And it looks like the penalty is going to be against the Mustangs, so this drive is going to start maybe in Mustang territory instead of Falcon territory like we initially thought it might. Yeah, it's going to be a 15-yarder, so this is going to push the Mustangs back to the 47 of Middle Creek. So regardless, good field position here for the Mustang offense. And if they look as good as they did last drive, they should be able to put 7 more points on the board.
Absolutely. Garrett Latham is able to spread the field, and whether you start from the 10 or 50, I think he can do a good job of driving down the field and scoring.
Most certainly, man. And Devon Johnson in the backfield, he's got 2 receivers to either side. And the ball's hike. Latham drops back. He's looking long here. Can't find anybody. Rolls out to his right. Got pressure, and he's just going to throw it out of bounds there. So good coverage there by the Falcons as Middle Creek was looking for a deep shot there, and Garrett had nobody to throw to.
Absolutely, and if Green Hope can keep that pressure up, it's going to make it very difficult for Latham to get his game going, and we may have to turn to the running game. But
yeah, the running game looked good on that first drive, and Middle Creek looked to take a shot there. There was nothing downfield, and just a smart decision for Latham to roll out and throw it away. So same set as last time. Johnson in the backfield, 2 receivers to either side. Ball snap, handoff to Johnson. Goes up the middle and picks up about 4 or 5 yards. So Devon Johnson looking to get again tonight, as he did last week against Holly Springs.
Absolutely, just banging it up the middle and getting positive yardage, and just keeps doing that. It makes Garrett's job a whole lot easier.
It sure does, man. And from what I've been told, he played 1 game on JV this year, had about 175 yards, and they moved him up to varsity and gave him a shot. So, he's making the most of his opportunity and really playing well. Garrett Latham gets a play call in here. He's got dual receivers to each side, and Johnson in the backfield with them. Snap, looking for John Moore, and John Moore didn't have his head turned around there. Incomplete pass, so that's going to bring up 4th down. And Mustang offense stalls a little bit there. They looked a little, confused on some of those plays, but that's all right. Joe Strasser back to punt, and he's having a pretty good year.
Yeah, Joe Strasser, punter, again, it's not the most glorious position, but you give the other team bad field position, and that really makes it a lot harder for them to score and get points on the board. So it's an important position back there.
And number 6, Abe Stroh to receive the punt for the Falcons. As we said, 85, Joe Strasser, the punter for the Mustangs here. And snap, Strasser gets the kick away, and it's a good punt. Stroh calls for a fair catch, and he muffs it. And did the Mustangs get it before they went out of bounds? Looking for a call. Yes, they did.
That was Jimmy Boyd that picked it up.
Jimmy Boyd is going to pick up the ball there at the 10-yard line, man, and Stroh called for the fair catch and couldn't come up with it. And so the Mustangs going to get great field position here and try to get in the end zone one more time.
It's great pressure by the Mustang special teams to get that ball and get great field position for the offense. It's an unfortunate turn of events for Green Hope.
And so as Latham brings the Mustangs back out onto the field here from the 10-yard line, man, they're looking to get in the end zone. He's got 2 receivers out to his right and left, and Devon Johnson's going to join him in the backfield again. They're waiting for the ref to get the play underway, and Latham gets the signal, gets the snap, hands off to Johnson. Johnson running left, breaks a tackle, and doesn't get many. It looks as if there might have been a fumble, but we haven't gotten a signal yet from the refs as they're trying to get down to the bottom of the pile there. And so the ball goes right back over to Green Hope there. So, a little bit of sloppiness here as the ball changes hands there on back-to-back plays. But some scores from around the area. Fuquay-Varina has a 7-0 lead on Panther Creek in the first quarter. Garner's up 7-6 on West Johnson in the first quarter, and Lee County's beating Holly Springs 7-0 in the first quarter. So a couple key Tri-9 games there, Matt, and could have an effect on the whole conference.
Absolutely. Conference play started last week, and it continues this week, and the conference play is what really determines your playoff hopes. So that's really key games for everybody right now.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, that Fuquay team has looked really strong this year, and should be a great game between them and Middle Creek. I think Nassif is going to be in the game now, at quarterback for the Falcons, and they send somebody in motion, and they're going to get a pitch out, and number 9 there, Marcus Williams. So, I noticed he was starting on defense there and getting a little playing time in the backfield there for Green Hope.
Yeah, when they do hand the ball off, it's usually to Marcus Williams, and he made a good run on that play and can keep moving the ball downfield for the Falcons.
So he picks up about 8 yards there. That was a nice run. And Green Hope runs all kinds of different offenses, man. It's pretty crazy, really. We saw him come out in the pistol last drive with Lloyd at quarterback, and then Nassif comes into the game here, and they're in kind of like a wing T, almost like Fuquay. And that's pretty weird to see. Usually – see a team run, one type of offense, but they're back in that wing T formation here. Nassif under center, and he sends I think there's going to be a penalty here. We got a delay of game. So Green Hope couldn't get the snap off, and talk about running all those offenses. That can be kind of confusing sometimes, Matt.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, delay of game penalties may seem kind of silly, but if you can't communicate to the rest of your offense, it makes it difficult to get the ball off. So, like Landon said, having all those different offensive packages makes it a little confusing, but they seem to be pulling it off well up until now.
Yeah, man, and so that moves the ball back 5 yards. Nassif coming out under center here, still in that wing T formation is what it really does look like. And the ball is going to be pitched out to the left side this time. Mustang defense giving chase, but a nice pickup again, man.
Devin Clater on the run, picked up a few yards and keeps moving the ball downfield for the Falcons.
Yeah, Daquan Render makes a tackle there out of the defensive secondary. I think that's going to pick up a Green Hope first down. So the wing T having a little more success than that pistol did first drive. And, it really is an odd thing to see. You know, I said it before, but it really is an odd thing to see a team run multiple offenses, like throughout the game. That's not a normal, thing, especially in high school when, you want to try and get the kids as much clarity and stuff as you can. But Nassif under center again. He's going to send Clater in motion, handoff to the fullback that time up the middle. That's Peoples on the run.
Ronnie Peoples banging it up the middle, and like Landon said, changing it up. If they can execute that well, a team that can run all those different packages and execute it well is a very dangerous team, and Green Hope's not looking too bad right now.
Yeah, man, they pick up about 5 yards there on that carry, and this wing T offense giving Middle Creek some problems, man, and this will be a good thing for them to see, because Fuquay really runs that wing T to perfection. So and they'll definitely be seeing that later on in the year. Nassif under center again, still in the wing T formation here for the Falcons. That's number 9. That's Williams in motion again. And they hand it off up the middle this time, and he's stopped immediately by, looks like a combination of Darius Wilkins and Jimmy Boyd. That's Peoples again.
It was a good job that time with Mustangs getting to the backfield and disrupting that Green Hope rushing game. And if they can start doing that and preventing those big plays, then they will have an easier time.
So big third down coming up here for the Falcons. It'd be great for them if they could pick this up right here. And the Mustang defense will definitely want to get a huge stop and prevent this offense from going any further. Nassif, coming out under center again, still in that wing T, and he's got Lloyd out far to his right, sends Williams in motion, and pitch to Williams. Williams running to the right side, and he's going to be gobbled up by that Mustang defense, and that's a good stand there on third down.
Yeah, absolutely. You don't see much passing from Nassif so far. I don't think we've seen him throw the ball, but we saw Lloyd. He has a pretty good arm, took some deep shots. Didn't really complete it, but he still showed that he has the arm to get those deep balls. So that dual quarterback combination again is looking to be a little bit dangerous. Jackson
Ryder gets in there from the safety position and makes that tackle. Hartshorn back to receive here on the punt, and he had a little trouble last time. Hopefully he can get this one clean and get a good return, give the Mustangs some great field position here. And oh my gosh, there's a bad snap over the punter's head, and he's going to kick it out of the back of the end zone for a safety, and there will be a flag thrown on the play, as I don't think you're allowed to kick the ball out of the end zone like that as a punter.
Last week against Athens, Green Hope struggled with that, getting the ball over the punter's head. They snapped it 3 times over his head, and it's just killing him right now, and that's not something you can do.
Yeah, that's rough stuff right there, man, when your special teams let you down, because, offense and defense in a football game can kind of be back and forth, and sometimes what will set a team apart will be special teams, whether it be really good or not so great. And that play will kill you. That puts 2 points on the board for the Mustangs, and they're going to get the ball. So that's rough, man. But Mustangs should get great field position here, and offense should come out looking to, kind of put their foot on the throat of the Falcons and really try to come out here and put this game into question early.
Yeah, Green Hope's just got to put those early mistakes behind them and keep on trucking, because they can get something going. If they can get something going, they can make a game out of it. But they just can't make silly mistakes like that.
Yeah, and with the penalty there for the punter kicking the ball out of the end zone, Green Hope will be kicking from the 10-yard line. So should be great field position here for the Mustangs, as looks like Quentin Ray and Chris Hubert back to return the ball here for the Mustangs, and 2 really exciting players who definitely can make something happen here, looking to give the Mustangs great field position and hopefully have Latham come back out here and put some more points on the board. So the kick is away, and it's a good kick, and Hubert's going to take the ball here at the 45, and he's got room to run up the middle. And there's a flag down on the play, but Hubert does make it all the way to about the Green Hope 25-yard line. We'll see what the penalty flag holds here, Matt.
Yeah, you have Hubert and Ray back there, and you can interchange that with multiple players on the kickoff, and because we got a lot of speedy players back there that can be real dangerous. So got a lot of depth on special teams, which is nice to see.
Yeah, that's going to be a hold on the Mustangs. I believe that's the second one tonight on special teams. So, they'll need to, look that over and kind of tighten that up in the week to come because, like I said before, special teams can really hurt you if you let it. And that's going to take the great field position and turn it into still really good field position at about the 49-yard line of Green Hope. And with 4:56 left here in the first quarter, Latham's going to come back onto the field and look to put a few more points up for the Mustangs, hopefully. As he comes out, Devon Johnson in the backfield with him. He's got two receivers left and right. And the ball snapped. Latham looking right, hits Kevin Jones quickly. Kevin Jones looking for room to run, makes a couple players miss. And, wow, that was a great move there by Kevin Jones, and that just shows his agility and athleticism.
Well, I don't know how he did that because he had 4 Green Hope players around him, and he just got out of that. I don't know how he did that.
Yeah, sidestepped him quickly, man. That was a great move, and Latham really loves to hit him quick and watch him work, man, and it is amazing to see what he can do. So great, good game there for the Mustangs. Latham hikes the ball, hands off to Johnson. Johnson looking to run right, and he's going to be brought down pretty quickly there. So the Green Hope defense looked pretty good against the run since that first series where Middle Creek was able to rack up some yards on the ground.
Yeah, they gave up a few big plays early, but they're gang tackling them now, getting in the backfield and disrupting that. So it's a good job on Green Hope's part to get in the backfield and disrupt the Middle Creek running game.
Render back into the backfield. He had that great run in the first series here, and we got two receivers left and right here for Garrett Latham with Render by his side, like I said. And so the ball is snapped. He's looking. He's got Quentin Ray, and Ray's not able to get there. He overthrew him just a little bit. And there's going to be a flag thrown on the play, and it might be pass interference there on Green Hope, as it looked like the defensive back might have grabbed Quentin as he was breaking for the left side of the end zone because he was wide open.
Yeah, it looks like it because the ball was overthrown a little bit, but it could have been a penalty, so we'll see what the call is.
Yeah, number 32, Ryan Boyle on the coverage there for Green Hope, and it looked like he might have reached out and grabbed him. But it looks like they're going to move the ball back here. Penalty on the Mustangs here perhaps, as referee is going to come to the middle of the field to make the call.
Blocking.
I'm not sure what the call is.
It was a block in the back against Middle Creek, so that was a
ineligible
penalty.
Receiver downfield. That's what it was. But, yeah, so that's going to be a tough penalty there for the Mustangs in a very long third down here as the ball's moved all the way back to the 36-yard line, and the Mustangs need to get all the way to the 12 for a first down. So
penalties like that are just you can't do it. It's gonna kill you in the game.
Most certainly, man. You can't move the ball back that far. Latham receivers to his left and right here. Johnson back in the game in the backfield. We'll see what they call here on third down. He's looking right and goes for John Moore over the middle and completely overthrew him. So the Mustang offense, stalls again, and they looked really good that first drive. And ever since then, things have kind of deteriorated a little bit. They haven't had quite the success that they did on that first drive, but I'm sure they'll get it together here and be looking to put a few more points on the board.
Yeah, you got to give some credit to the Falcons' defensive backs because they're really giving some good pass coverage. They're not giving Latham many options, so they're really doing a good job of shutting down that Middle Creek passing game.
85 Strasser back on the field to punt for Middle Creek, and number 20 Jesse Bald to receive for the Falcons as Britt Cherry snaps the ball. Strasser gets the punt off, and this is going to be a good one. It's going to be inside the 10-yard line, and the Middle Creek Mustangs are not going to be able to stop it before it gets into the end zone, so it should be a touchback here for the Falcons, and they'll take over on the 20-yard line. We'll see what they come out here with this time.
Yeah, the Middle Creek special teams did a good job of getting back there. They just couldn't. Unfortunately, they could not keep it from going into the end zone. But the Falcons still get. Doesn't look like a touchback, so that's a timeout.
Yeah, I think there might be a timeout on the field here. Not sure what's going on. I think the refs are trying to figure out. No, it is going to be a touchback, so the ball will be brought out to the 20-yard line here, and
little bit of confusion there about the field position.
I think there's going to be a timeout on the field here. So with a timeout on the field, 3:43 left in the first quarter, Middle Creek leading 9-0. You're listening to Sports Block. We'll be right back. Welcome back here to Mustang Stadium as Middle Creek offense takes over. They're back in the pistol with Drew Lloyd at quarterback as they come out, had the ball on the 20-yard line, and they draw the Middle Creek Mustangs offside. It's going to be a 5-yard penalty, and, that hard count can really get to a defense sometimes after, they've probably seen 2 series of the same snap count, thought they had it pinned, and Green Hope comes out, give them a little bit of a hard count there with back in the pistol, and it drove them offsides.
For sure. It's, again, that's switching up those packages will throw you off guard.
So back in the pistol here, Drew Lloyd at quarterback, and I think that's Peoples in the backfield with him. And the ball snapped, and good pressure by the Mustangs again right up the middle. And he's looking for Williams. Wow, I think there's going to be a pass interference here on number 8, Bryant Brodney, as the pass was intended for Williams from Lloyd. Tough call there, man.
Yeah, Brodney knew he messed up because immediately after the flag was thrown, he put his head. He knew he messed up, so he's gonna just keep on going, put it behind him, and keep on playing.
Yeah, man, I saw a tough situation there, and the ball will be moved up 15 yards after the pass interference penalty there on the Mustangs. And penalties can really kill you. And the Mustangs have been pretty disciplined so far this season, but they made a few mistakes here tonight, so they need to tighten that up.
Yeah, definitely. Everybody makes mistakes, and it's gonna happen. So you just got to put it behind you and look forward to the next play.
Falcons getting the play call in here. As we said, Drew Lloyd back at quarterback. He really showed off a pretty good arm first drive there in the pistol. And back in the pistol here, Lloyd snaps the ball, and he's looking, try to set up the screen to Peoples, and threw it over his head. And
he really put a little bit too much on that. It was a short throw, and just went off the hands of him.
Yeah, and that can be intimidating. He had basically the entire Mustangs front 7 coming in his face there. And it's got to be, a scary thing for a quarterback when you see, big guys like Josh Banks and Darius Wilkins and Michael Hagee in there for the Mustangs, the defensive tackle coming in there at you. Definitely not a fun sight. So back in the pistol here for the Falcons offense, and Drew Lloyd gets the snap. He's looking to pass. Oh, and he's going to take off on a QB keeper, and brought down by Darius Wilkins there after a pretty good gain. So they're going to have about a 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3 here. That was a pretty good call there by the Falcons.
Yeah, Drew Lloyd showed he's not that Nassif isn't the only athletic quarterback back there. He showed his speed and was able to do a little bit of a scramble, get some yards.
Yeah, man, that was a nice little call there. We hadn't seen the quarterback take off yet, and he dropped back like he was going to pass and took off, got a nice little gain there. So that's going to leave about a 3rd and 3 for the Falcons. And we'll see if they can pick it up. It's interesting, you see that they really stick with – they do run multiple offenses, but they stick with what they're running on a certain series. But ball snapped to Lloyd here, rolls out right, looking, throws the ball intended for Bald, and that's going to be incomplete, but a flag down on the play. So we'll see what the call is here. Hopefully the Mustangs haven't given the Falcons another first down due to another penalty. Yeah,
any type of penalty on this play, whether it's a 5 or 15 yards, is going to give the Falcons an automatic first down, and that is not something you want to give up.
But the penalty here is going to be on the Falcons' legal procedure call, and so that'll move the ball back here, and I think it'll be 4th down, so the Falcons will have to punt. No, the Mustangs are going to decline it. It'll be a 4th and 3 here, and it looks like the Falcons' offense is still in the field. They might be going for it here, Matt.
Yeah, time's winding down the first quarter, so I guess why not go for it? I mean, they're behind, not by a lot, but it looks like they're going to take a shot at the 4th down.
And They do. Their offense is out here. In the pistol, Drew Lloyd at quarterback, Ronnie Peoples right behind him in the backfield. Ball almost snapped over Lloyd's head. Oh, and they're gonna do. They're
Pooch
gonna.
punt.
Yeah. They lined up in their offensive set there, and Lloyd, who I believe is the punter anyway, punted out of the offensive set. So that was pretty interesting to see there.
Yeah, I was thinking a little bit. I mean, they didn't look like they were going to do a pooch punt, but they did. Drew Lloyd punted it back there. And
Yeah, and it kind of was slow developing. I didn't know what they were doing there for a little while. And, he punts it. It's actually a pretty good punt there. And the Mustangs going to take over about the 20-yard line.
yeah,
Latham in the backfield with Johnson. He's got two receivers to his right and to his left. And surveying the defense. The ball is snapped and handed off to Johnson. He's looking left, gets a nice little hole, and he's going to pick up the first down there. So a nice hard run by Johnson there, and that's really what he's shown the past few weeks is the ability to carry tacklers and make something happen even when it looked like there wasn't much.
yeah, blocking was good and just gave him a hole. And even when he runs into guys, he puts them down and puts his shoulder down and keeps running. So it's a very valuable asset for the Mustangs.
Yeah, man, he got big, strong legs, and he really drives that pile. So Render into the game this time with Latham back there in the backfield with Render, two receivers to his left and right, and he's going to throw a quick screen to John Moore. Kevin Jones looking for a block. John Moore got one man to beat, and he's got the sideline. And John Moore with a great pass and catch there, and a good run after the catch there by number 5, John Moore.
Yeah, Teddy McLean and another linebacker pushed him out of bounds, and we're seeing more of a Daquan Render, Devin Johnson combination as opposed to a Johnson Lopez combination.
Yeah,
because we hadn't seen much of Render this season, so that's interesting to see.
And you wonder, if maybe Nayland was injured this week or had some other reason he couldn't play, but you never know. Devon Johnson back into the game, two receivers left and right for Latham, and he hands off to Johnson again. Johnson running right, shakes one tackler, two tacklers. And another great run there by Johnson. This kid looks good, Matt.
Yeah, he's got that stiff arm. He just the guys run into it, and he puts him to the ground and keeps on running. That is stiff arming is a really good technique because you can keep the defenders off you, and keep on running.
Definitely, man. And he's shown some strength, and him and Render seem to be rotating every play as Daquan's back into the backfield here. Latham in the shotgun. He's got Kevin Jones and John Moore out to his right, and Quentin Ray and Chris Hubert out to his left, and quick screen to Quentin Ray. Hubert looking for a block. Ray gets outside, looking for room to run, makes one guy miss, and tries to head up the sideline before he's brought down. But another great game there by the Mustangs, and the offense looking pretty good.
Yeah, he got a few extra yards in that play due to the blocking by Smoke and Harris Hyde that came up and provided some blocks. That was good to see those blocking.
Yeah, this Mustang offense really likes those quick screens to the athletic receivers, and they got an abundance of them, man, and they really know how to make plays. As Hubert and Ray are going to check out here, and that brings in James Peterkin, number 12, and Joe Strasser, number 85. Latham in the backfield with Johnson, and hand off to Johnson. Johnson looking for room to run, but he's brought down immediately there, and good play by the Falcons defense.
Yeah, Patrick Jones of the Falcons did a good job getting in the backfield and disrupting that play and getting it for no gain. So it's one way to disrupt the Mustangs' offense, stop their running game.
Yeah, and, Johnson didn't have anywhere to go that time, and he wasn't able to make the first man miss, and he brought down for a loss of about a yard there. So Latham back in the shotgun here. He's got receivers split left and right, and Johnson in the backfield with him. The ball snapped. Latham looking to pass. Throws it up for Joe Strasser, a little behind him, and Strasser can't make the catch.
It was a contested catch with Strasser and one of the Green Hope defensive backs. So it was a tough catch to make. It was a good throw by Latham, but Strasser couldn't come up with the catch.
Yeah, Strasser had his man beat. Latham threw it a little behind him, and he couldn't come up with the catch. So it's going to bring up a third down and 11 here for the Mustangs as Ray and Hubert check back in. So he's got Jones, Moore, Ray, and Hubert as his receivers here. Drops back looking, and he throws it up for Kevin Jones, and a little overthrown there as he did have Kevin Jones down the seam in the end zone. So a little overthrown. It's going to be a fourth down for the Mustangs, and we'll see what they elect to do here as it's kind of a in-between situation here. I think they're going to keep the offense on the field and go for it.
It's a bit of a long fourth down to go for, and it's also a long field goal to attempt. So I don't know. It's kind of an awkward situation. So
yeah, and with only 40 seconds left here in the first quarter, why not just go for it? And well, nope. It looks like they're gonna bring out the kicking team, and let Chad Gunton try a long field goal here.
Yeah, I think he's definitely got the leg to do it, and it all depends on the good snap and good hold by Sal Salvarez. So we'll see how they convert this field goal.
Yeah, Chad Gunton, a long field goal attempt here, but, he's a soccer player. He's definitely got the leg to get it there, and, why not give it a shot, see what he can do. So Britt Cherry will be the snapper here. Sal Salvarez to hold, as you said. The snap is away. Good hold. And Gunton, it looks like it's no good. He missed it just a little wide right, but definitely had the leg to get it there just a little wide right.
Yeah, it was good power shown by Gunton on that play, and Middle Creek's still up 9-0, so we'll see how their defense steps up.
Yeah, and 5 seconds run off the clock there. 35 seconds left to go. Green Hope takes over on the 20-yard line. So Middle Creek, doesn't really lose much there. Going for the field goal, might as well give Gunton a shot at it. And now the defense just needs to hold strong for, another series, and hopefully they can.
Yeah, and it wasn't a bad call because it gives Green Hope a.
It's Nassif back under center here, wing T formation, and player in motion, hands off to Peoples up the middle, and he's stuffed immediately. So good job there by the Mustangs defensive line to get in the backfield quick and not let anything happen.
Yeah, they just clogged up those holds defensive linemen, and the linebackers got in there and just kept it for no gain, and that's what they need to keep doing.
Yeah, so it really does seem to be, series by series, the Falcons just switch up between this pistol here, and I think the time is going to run out here in the first quarter. And, yeah, the Falcons are going to walk off the field here. And so at the end of the first quarter, the Mustangs lead 9-0. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll get right back at you. Thanks for listening to the Sports Block. Welcome back, folks, to Mustang Stadium as the Green Hope Falcons take the field here. Got a second down play from the 20-yard line. Still in that wing T formation with Will Nassif under center. Sends a man in motion, and the ball's fumbled here, and it looks like the Mustangs may have jumped on it, but tough exchange there as Nassif tried to hand off to Peoples, and the ball hit the ground.
It's going to be recovered by Green Hope, and they got to hold on to that ball because you can't give up the ball, obviously. But turnovers will cost you, and especially at this part of the field because they're deep in their own territory right now.
Certainly, man. And, so they do recover here. So it will be 3rd and 10 from the 20, and we'll see what they got here. Long third down play, and we haven't seen much passing out of this wing T, so we'll see if they give Nassif a chance to drop back and pass here. He's got a man in motion here, and he will snap the ball, and he does drop back to pass. They set up another screen play, and good run there by Peoples as he picks up the first down, and a nice move to make one man miss.
Yeah, it was kind of a Nassif was under pressure in that throw, and it didn't look like he would make much out of it, but he got it off to Peoples, and Peoples got some yards after the catch and really made a play out of that. So good job on Green Hope's part.
Ronnie Peoples really looks to be one of their big playmakers, man. They like getting the ball in his hands, and that was a nice run there. As I said, made a man miss in the second level of the defense, and picked up the long first down there. So nice play for the Falcons there. That's really promising as Drew Lloyd spits out right here. Wing T, Nassif under center. Mustangs moving around on defense. They send a man in motion here, and they're going to pitch it out right to number 25, Akwasi Sarpong.
And he is hammered by Cameron White and Daquan Render, but he gets about 6-7 yards on that carry.
Yeah, man. So this wing T, like I said before, giving the Mustangs a little bit of trouble. You know, the Falcons really throwing a lot of different looks at him here, sending numerous guys in motion. That was the first time we've seen Sarpong get the ball, and you know, he showed a little bit of a burst there, and did take a big blow from Cameron White and Daquan, but you know, held in there and took it. So back under center here is Nassif, and he's going to send number 8 in motion, and he's going to keep it himself there, Nassif is, and he's going to pick up about 2 yards. So another look there by Greenhope as they, you know, that's the first time we've seen the triple option out of them. And pretty good play there. Only picked up a couple yards, but still keeping the Mustangs defense back on their heels a little bit, not knowing what to expect.
Yeah, when they run the option, that's something hard to defend because the quarterback can keep it or pitch it out. So in that time, on that play, he chose to keep it and got some yards out of it. So we'll see what they can do.
Big third down here for the Mustang defense, and Falcons, quick snap, and Nassif takes it right up the middle himself, but I don't think Greenhope got set on that play, so I think the flag on the field, maybe some kind of illegal formation or something on Greenhope, and it is. So they didn't get set, not everybody on the line there. Illegal shift on Greenhope is what it'll be called, but that'll move the ball back, and they'll have another third down.
I mean, I know they wanted to get the snap off quick, but if it takes a little time to get set and get those yardage, it's worth it to not get those penalties because now they're looking at a 3rd and 7 as opposed to a 3rd and 2. So
yeah, man, they try to get that snap off a little too quick, and you just can't do that. So we'll see what Nassif's got. We'll see if they let him drop back again. We haven't seen a long pass play since the first play of the game from Drew Lloyd. You know, looking deep. So Nassif under center here, still in the wing tee. He drops back, and he is looking to pass. Play broken up by Brian Brodney there. So good instincts by Brodney. He saw that quick slant coming and was able to get his hand in there and break that up.
Yeah, Nassif just slung that thing right after he got it. It was intended for his backup, Drew Lloyd. So, but like Lennon said, Brodney got in there and broke it up. So it was good heads-up play by Brodney.
And Hartshorn back to receive the punt, and looks like Greenhope will kick it away. But update you on some scores real quick. Fuquay leading 9-3 over Panther Creek in the second. Lee County 7-0 over Holly Springs. And we'll get back to play on the field real quick as they come out in this pistol again. They're going to try to do a pooch punt. Middle Creek almost blocks it. Gets the punt away, though, and the ball bounces out of bounds about the 34. So pretty good field position here as the Mustangs offense. But get you these scores. Garner leading 21-6 over West Johnson in the second. Apex 7-0 over Cary. Knightdale 14-0 over Triple S. So just some scores around the area. And Panther Creek Fuquay game really intrigues me. You know, to see how Panther Creek stand up to that really great Fuquay team. They've played really good past few weeks.
Yeah, Panther Creek has some good potential on that team.
For Latham in the backfield here, he's got trips left. Hands off to, I believe that's Nayland Lopez. First we've seen of him tonight. And Nayland picks up about 4 or 5 yards there. So Lopez gets into the game, had a great game against Holly Springs last week, and that's the first we've seen of him tonight.
Yeah, I guess he wasn't injured there, just sidelining him and saving him a little bit, but he made the most out of his first carry, and they're running a 3 running back attack, which is interesting to see.
Yeah, and I forgot to mention it before, but Duncan Cameron playing the left guard position tonight as Robbie Walsh is out with a high ankle sprain that he suffered in the Holly Springs game. So that's an interesting thing to look at for the Mustangs, too. Latham back in the shotgun, trips right this time with Lopez still in the game. Tries to hand it off to Lopez. Lopez can't get it. He fumbles. And
looks like Greenhope fell on that one.
Yeah, there's a scrummage for the ball there at the bottom of the pile, but it looks as if Lopez might have came out with it after he fumbled it, but we haven't gotten a ruling from the referees yet.
A little bit of miscommunication there between Latham and Lopez on the handoff. They just got to get that settled.
Yeah, and the Mustangs do get the ball back here, so it'll be a third down. But, yeah, just a bad exchange there between Latham and Lopez, and got to get that taken care of, man. We can't have turnovers, and that was almost a costly one there. So he's going to come out here with Ray goes in motion out right. So he's got trips right with Devon Johnson in the backfield with him and Smoke Hubert out left. And Devon Johnson going to move over to the left of Latham now. And the snap looking long. Rolls out to his right a little bit. Makes one guy miss, but there's another guy there to greet him. And I think they're going to No, they're going to say that Latham was down on the play.
Yeah, he looked down and then he tried to get rid of the ball, but I believe the refs are calling him down. And he had a few guys open downfield, but he couldn't get rid of the ball because Greenhope got back there and really pressured him and prevented him from getting the throw off.
Yeah, good pressure there by the Greenhope defensive line. And, if one part of Greenhope's teams look pretty good tonight, I think it's been that defensive line. They've got some good pressure on Gary Latham.
Definitely, and the offense isn't looking too bad either, but the defense is stepping it up and preventing that really dangerous Middle Creek passing attack from getting many yards.
Joe Strasser back to punt again, and that's Bald back to receive for the Falcons. And so we'll see if Strasser can prevent this Greenhope team from having good field position. He gets the punt away, and it takes a Middle Creek bounce, and it's going to roll all the way to about the 29-yard line. So a really great Middle Creek bounce there. That worked out.
Yeah, it wasn't the best of punts, but when it hit the ground, it bounced back towards Greenhope's end of the field, so it looks to be not too bad position for Greenhope. We'll see how the Mustang defense handles it.
Yeah, and with 7:02 left here until halftime, Greenhope's going to bring their offense out onto the field at the 29-yard line. And so we'll see if they can get something going and see if they come back out in that pistol with Drew Lloyd at quarterback, since they have been switching off every series. And, yes, they will again bring Drew Lloyd out to run that pistol with Ronnie Peoples in the backfield with them. So Lloyd waiting for the snap, and he gets the snap and drops back to pass, and it looks like he's looking long, throws a short pass, and another great play by Brian Brodney there to break up another short pass by the Falcons.
Although he didn't intercept it, just as important, he got in there and broke the play up. And Brian Brodney is really getting in there and disrupting the passing game. They're running that pistol. It looks like they're going to try and drive down the field and score a little bit instead of getting away from the running game.
Yeah, and this is really just interesting to me to see how they've been switching it up every series, man. They bring in Nassif, bring in Lloyd, and, you wonder sometimes if that prevents an offense from getting into a rhythm. But at the same time, it does keep the defense off balance. So a little bit of give and take there, and you don't know which one outweighs the other. But Lloyd in the pistol here, Peoples behind him. He drops back to pass. It looks – they set up a screen to the left side. I think that's Williams, and he does get a couple yards there. So Williams and Peoples really look to be the playmakers that Greenhope try to get the ball to, and let them try to make something happen there, as they sent Peoples out on a little bit of a swing route that time, and to kind of distract the defense and set the screen up on the other side of the field to Marcus Williams. So that's pretty interesting.
Yeah, both running backs can catch the ball and run it. Peoples is more of a banging up the middle guy, and Williams can really cut and slash. So it's a good combination back there for the Falcons.
Yeah, Creek Crazy's getting loud here on third down. Big third down play upcoming. Last time we saw Lloyd take off and get a first down, and he drops back to pass here and looks out left. He's got a man open, and pass is complete. I think it might be a little short of the first down. And that was Williams again, yeah, like you said.
Yeah, the pass was tipped a little bit, but Williams managed to haul it in. It was a little short of the first down because he was shoved out of bounds about a yard short by the Middle Creek defense. They did a good job of preventing that first down.
Yeah, it looks like it'll be about a 4th and 2. Hartshorn back to receive. And are we going to see the punt formation? I think we are. So the last couple times they've done that little pooch punt with Lloyd, staying in the pistol and looking like he was going to throw it or something, and kicked it away. But this time I think we are going to get the punt formation out of the Falcons here. And hopefully Hartshorn can get a good return here, and the Mustangs can get some points on the board before halftime.
Yeah, and extend their lead a little bit.
So Greenhope couldn't get the play in time, and they are going to take a timeout. So with 6 minutes and 10 seconds left till halftime, our score here at Mustang Stadium, 9-0. We're going to take a quick break. Thanks for listening to the Sports Block. We'll be right back.
We have them here tonight.
Welcome back, folks. Greenhope's got a 4th down play here. They're going to bring the wing tee back out and go for it. So Middle Creek defense really needs to make a stand. And they're trying to draw the Mustangs offside, and the flag has been thrown. It's going to be a false start here on the Falcons. That's going to move them back 5 yards. I think they're going to have to punt now. And I think that might have just been trying to draw the Mustangs offside there, not actually, attempt the fourth down play.
I think that was an appropriate call to try and run the ball and get that short yardage right before halftime. But now that it's not as short of a field, I think they're definitely going to have to punt it.
Yeah, most certainly. 3 updates on those scores we gave you earlier. Fuquay now leading 16-6 over Panther Creek. Lee County 14-0 over Holly Springs, and Apex 14-7 over Cary. So those Tri-9 games looking pretty close there, and it'd be interesting to see what happens in the second halves of those games, as most of them are heading towards halftime. Strasser back to receive the punt here, and not a bad snap there, and Green Hope does get the kick away. It's a good punt. Hartshorn. Hartshorn gets the ball running left, trying to make one man miss, as a great block there by Jackson Ryder on the play. But the 35-yard line is where the Mustangs offense will get the ball. And with a little under 6 minutes left till half, we'll see what they can do.
Yeah, Jackson clobbered his guy in that play, and I think he was really careful to avoid a block in the back, which would have been real costly for the Mustangs. So we'll see what the Mustangs can do on offense, get Garrett to get this offense going, maybe put some more points up on the board.
Yeah, man, they come out here, Devon Johnson on the field, who's had a pretty good first half here for the Mustangs, really. Latham's got trips right and Hubert out to his left. So we'll see if they try to go deep here or try to run the ball, get a little something started. They got a lot of time left before half, so they can they don't have to start throwing it just yet if they don't want to. Latham hikes the ball, looks quick screen out right to Quentin Ray, and he's hit immediately but breaks the tackle and almost breaks through. Gets 8 yards out of something that looked like nothing to start with.
Yeah, Ray did a good job of shedding the first tackler, and that would have been negative yardage, but at least he made it a few yards and give the Mustangs a better chance of getting the touchdown.
Yeah, definitely, man. It that play looked like nothing from the very beginning, as Quentin Ray got hit immediately after he caught it. But he did a good job to keep his concentration, look the ball in, and then make a man miss and really get some yards after the catch, which is what these receivers are so good at for Middle Creek. So trips right again for Latham. He receives the snap. He's looking left, throws it quick out to Nayland Lopez, who can't come up with the catch. And so, Nayland having a little bit of a rough night holding on to the ball, but he played great last week against Holly Springs, man. And, sometimes you just have a little bit of a rough night, but I'm sure he'll get it together, and he could have a great second half.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he's only a sophomore, so he's got a couple years to get it together. So he's a little young, maybe be a little bit inexperienced. So we'll see how it goes.
Johnson back in the backfield here. Latham receives a snap, looking left. Quick pass to Quentin Ray. He's got tries to run over his man, but he's brought down by I think that's number 6, Abe Stroh there for Green Hope. But it is another Middle Creek first down, and Mustang offense getting it going a little bit.
Yeah, it was good pass and catch between Latham and Ray just put his shoulder down playing power football and ran his defender over.
Yeah, it was a great job there by Quentin Ray, showing he's not just a speed guy, quick guy, but Latham receives a snap and hands off to Johnson. Johnson looking for somewhere to run, but nowhere to go as Marcus Williams brings him down quickly.
Yeah, the Mustangs may have to turn to the air attack because the rushing game is stalling a little bit, so we'll see what they choose to do on second down. Yeah,
I've been really impressed with Marcus Williams on both sides of the ball tonight, really showing he's a great athlete and can make some plays for Green Hope. So I don't know, that's who stood out for me for them most definitely. But Latham, you got 3 guys out right. He's got trips right and looking to pass, looking right, throws it. Just off the fingertips of John Moore, a little high, but if John would have came down with that, it might have been another first down for the Mustangs, but instead it's going to be a third down play here for Middle Creek, and we'll see what they can do.
Yeah, John Moore's got good hands. Just sometimes it can be overthrown or slips out of his hands, so just got to put it behind him.
Latham seeing what he can do here on third down. He's got Nayland Lopez in the backfield with him. He's got trips right. He's going to bring number 17, Quentin Ray, over to the left side. So he's got 2 receivers left and right, and he receives the snap, and he's looking, set up a screen to Kevin Jones. Kevin Jones looking for somewhere to go, and breaks a few tackles and picks up a first down. That's a great run after the catch there by Kevin Jones, man, and he's got some crazy athleticism.
Yeah, and A.J. Fournier from the defensive lineman for the Falcons got in there and got pressure under Latham, forcing him to pass it out to Jones. But it was a good job by Jones to make some yardage out of it, make a play out of it.
Some mass substitutions coming in here as Hartshorn's going to come in for Kevin Jones. and split out right, and Strasser and Peterkin are going to come back into the game left side of the formation for Latham here as he's got Johnson in the backfield with him. He gets the snap. Excuse me, that's Render. Hand off to Render. Render gets outside looking to make somebody miss, and he's going to be driven out of bounds there with little or no gain on the play.
Yeah, he tried to go around the edge and just couldn't get anything going. The Green Hope defense cut him off and got it for no gain.
So, they've been running Daquan Render quite a bit tonight and trying to use that speed, let him get outside, make something happen. He did on that first drive, and, he's that home run hitter that every team would love to have in their offense. So Johnson back into the game in the backfield. Latham receives a snap, fakes the handoff. Quick screen to Joe Strasser. Joe Strasser makes one man miss. A great block by Harris Height. I think they're going to get him for a block in the back, though, on that as they throw the flag. So we'll be waiting to see here. But I think Height might have got his man he might have been a little too far behind him.
Yeah, and having Lopez, Johnson, and Render back there really allows the Mustangs to change it up, and they're not running each running back ragged, as opposed to having each guy run it 30 times a game. They run it 10 times a game apiece, and it really allows them to change it up and come in fresh to the game.
Yeah, so they did get Harris Height there. Got a little over anxious, got a little block in the back. And Height, being the senior lineman that he is, really experienced, usually doesn't make those mistakes. So, I'm sure he'll think about that one, and it won't happen again. So Latham, got a lot of field to work with now on third down, or second down, excuse me. So he receives a snap. He's looking right. Oh, they're going to set up a screen to Lopez. Lopez, met immediately by Williams, man. And like I said before, Williams really impressed me, man, defensively and offensively. I think he's a really great athlete for the Green Hope team.
Yeah, for sure. He's all over the field, uses his speed to get back there, get tackles, get plays in the backfield. And it's just a really fun player to watch out there.
Certainly, man. He's made some plays tonight. And another great one there, to tackle Nayland Lopez in the open field is no easy task, and he made it look that way right there. So Lopez in the backfield with Latham here on a very long third down for the Mustangs, and Latham looking. He's got Lopez out to the right. Lopez got some field to work with. Makes one man miss, but he can't pick up the first down, and it's going to be a 4th and about 8. So we'll see what the Mustangs elect to do here on a tough 4th down play with 2:51 left until half. I think they're going to go for it. Since it is so close to halftime, might as well try and put some points on the board. Latham coming out here got Devon Johnson, receives a snap. He's looking. He throws it. Quentin Ray. Oh, that's going to be a first down for the Mustangs. That's a huge play there, Matt, as they not only get the first down but get inside, almost inside the 20. So sniffing the red zone here is the Mustangs offense and looking to score.
Yeah, gets out of bounds, stops the clock, and allows them to get more time to work with, get down the field and score. So Lopez is also finding his groove back there and really looking good.
Yeah, man. Devon Johnson in the backfield with Latham again. 2 receivers left and right. Receives the snap. He's looking, and it looks like he's got Chris Hubert. And he overthrows him just a little bit. So, that's a second or third time we've seen that tonight. And, the timing between a quarterback and his receivers is sometimes the last thing to come around in a season. It comes with time, and it comes with attempts and repetition is the word I was looking for. But just a little overthrown there. He definitely had an open receiver. And so Latham coming out here on second down, hands off to Johnson. Johnson running left. He's hit pretty good there by number 44 for Green Hope. That's
Teddy McLean.
Teddy McLean.
Teddy McLean has been getting in there all night, whether it's been getting in the backfield or tackling him out on the sides. He's really been getting in there for the Falcons and been a key player on defense for them.
So Latham going to come out here with a 3rd and 7 and try and pick this up here as the Mustangs are inside the 20-yard line trying to get in that end zone. Nayland Lopez in the backfield trips right here, and it'd be interesting to see the play call as Garrett Latham gets the snap away. He's looking, throws it, and he's got a man, and I believe that's Chris Hubert.
That's John Moore.
Oh, excuse me.
Playing good pitch and catch with Garrett Latham. Gets out of bounds.
And that's the second time we've seen that, man. They set up that trips to the right or left and send 2 guys deep, and it really opens up the little out route out there. And he threw the little out route to John. John was able to get the first down, and now the Mustangs are knocking on the door here trying to put 6 points on the board.
It's going to be a timeout on the field.
it will be a timeout taken by Green Hope here. So with 1:44 left till halftime and the Mustangs sniffing the end zone with a 9-0 lead, we're going to take a quick break. Thanks for listening to Sports Block. Welcome back in, folks. Mustangs knocking on the door of the end zone here, trying to put some points on the board before halftime. Latham fakes the quick screen, looking in the end zone. He's got nobody. Swings it out to Lopez on the right side. Lopez makes a man miss, and he's in.
And Lopez is finding his groove, able to haul that in for a touchdown after a few.
Sorry. Great job there by Latham, man. He looked left, didn't have anything. Knew he had Lopez over there on a little check down. If nothing was open, dumped it out to him in the flats. Lopez made one man miss and got to the end zone. That's really great quarterbacking there, and that just shows his experience. And he knows he's got guys he can check down to when the play's not open.
Absolutely, and Lopez had a couple mistakes earlier, but he seems to have just completely forgotten about them, been very mature, and scored a touchdown for the Mustangs.
Chad Gunton on to attempt the extra point. South Savarese on the hold. The kick is up and right down the middle there. So the Mustangs take a 16-0 lead here with 1:37 left until halftime, and Mustang offense looked pretty good there.
Yeah, they were able to drive down the field and do some short passes, and they really varied the length of their passes, which got Garrett Latham in a rhythm and got his receivers in a rhythm, and really the offense was just clicking on that drive.
Yeah, and just to reiterate, that was a great job on that last play. It looked like what it was a fake to the quick screen. The Mustangs been running that quick screen all game to try to free somebody up in the back of the end zone on the left side. He had nobody open. Knew that he had Lopez in the flat for his check down, and just a great play by Latham, making something happen there when it looked like he had nothing, and a great job by Lopez to make one man to beat. Found the end zone, and Mustangs get on the board here before halftime, and that's a really good thing, and then go into halftime with some momentum. Chad Gunton got the ball teed up. The kick is away, and it's going to be taken at about the 15-yard line, and by number 5 for Green Hope. But he's going to bring the ball out to about the 20-yard line.
Again, special teams for the Mustangs, they swarmed the ball and were able to bring them down. So it's a good play on the Mustangs' part to bring them down about the 20.
So the Mustang defense, going to try and hold strong here going into halftime. They got about 1:30 to burn, and just don't want to let this Green Hope team get any big plays, and break something here before halftime. Really want to stop them here and go into halftime with a lot of momentum.
This is where experience really is going to come into play for the Mustangs.
Yeah, interesting. They bring in the pistol here. Drew Lloyd receives a snap. They're setting up some kind of screen here. Oh, ball tipped and picked off there by number 38, Britt Cherry. So great awareness by Britt Cherry there on the tip ball, and he comes down with it.
Again, I think Lloyd is just having a little trouble putting too much heat on his throws because that time it just went in and out of the hands of his receiver. I don't think it was too catchable and on the receiver's part. So he's got to peel that back a little bit.
Yeah, man, and Britt Cherry, really great player for the Mustangs last year. Led the team in tackles, and coming back for his senior year, I know I've talked to him. He's so ready to come out and play, and gives the Mustang great field position there as on the Green Hope 20 looking to score. Latham comes out here, trips right, and Lopez in the backfield with Hubert out left, making a little change on the play call here. And it
looks like a little confusing down there.
Yeah, Latham gets the snap away, and he's looking, in and out of the hands of Quentin Ray there, but the ball does fall to the ground without any harm.
That was lucky. He had about 3 Green Hope players around him. It was lucky it wasn't intercepted on that. He's got to hold on to that ball.
Yeah, man, and this could be a huge momentum swing in the game. The Mustangs already had the momentum after they just scored going into halftime, And with the interception by Britt Cherry, man, giving the Mustang offense great field position with 1:18 left till half. Mustangs get on the board again here. As Latham gets the snap off. He's looking, rolls to the right, throws it up. He's got Kevin Jones. Kevin Jones
was wide open.
And it is going to be another touchdown there for the Mustangs. So a great throw and a great job of Kevin Jones to come down with the ball and keep his feet in bounds there. Great play, Matt.
Looked like a breakdown in coverage on the Green Hope side because Kevin Jones was wide open, waving for Garrett Latham. It was kind of a heads-up. It was a heads-up play by Kevin Jones because he saw Latham under pressure and really came to his aid and got open.
Yeah, man, he came back to the ball there, which is what all receivers are taught to do. You see your quarterback scrambling around, you come back to the ball, get open, and Kevin Jones is standing on the right side of the end zone wide open there. And great job by Latham to get the ball to him, and a great catch by Kevin Jones. Chad Gunton on to attempt the extra point. It's up. And that one's going to be good as well. So Mustangs score there 2 times in, less than 2 minutes, really. And that really gives them a lot of momentum, man, with 1:09 to go until half. Middle Creek takes a 23-0 lead, Matt. And, this one's gotten a little out of hand.
Yeah, this is putting a lot of pressure on the Green Hope offense to get down and score a couple of times, whether it's in the remainder of the first half or in the second half. They got to step their game up in order to make a game out of this one.
Yeah, and, you can't blame Green Hope for coming out trying to make something happen there, trying to throw the ball, But you kind of got to question the decision-making now because Middle Creek gets the ball back on an interception there. You wonder if Green Hope runs the ball, runs the clock out, goes into halftime, makes a few adjustments, they can come back out, only down 16-0. But instead, they get the ball and score again. So 23-0 is the lead now as Gunton's got it teed up. Kicks away. It's a line drive, and that's going to bounce into the end zone. So Green Hope's going to come out here, get the ball on the 20 with about 1:09. It'll be interesting to me to see which offense comes out here, the pistol or the wing T, if they try to score again or just run the clock out. So I'll be interested to see that, Matt.
Yeah, depending on where what formation they come out in, they need to, whoever's their quarterback could get some underneath completions in, get into a rhythm, and then they could drive it down and score. It looks like Drew Lloyd is on at quarterback, so they may be running the pistol now, which is their passing formation. So it looks like they may try and drive down to score on this drive.
And nope, Nassif's going to come into the game here. Lloyd's going to split out right to wide receiver. So they will run the wing T here. Probably looking to run the clock out a little bit as Nassif fakes the handoff, takes it up the middle, and he'll be stopped for a very short gain.
Yeah, again, they've got Peoples up there. He's a very bruising running back, and Nassif can also run it up the middle, too. He's not afraid to take a few hits and get some yardage, some tough yardage for the Green Hope Falcons.
Yeah, so it looks like Green Hope will be interested here in just getting to halftime, going in the locker room, trying to make a few adjustments as the clock's winding down here, around 40 seconds left in the first half, and it's been a pretty good first half here for the Mustangs. Started out a little slow, but due to some turnovers and things, they were able to get their offense going and score some points. So Nassif under center in that wing T sends a man in motion. He's going to pitch it out right and looking for room to run. Ooh, big hit there by Cameron White, and
that's what he's known for, is his big hits. Come out of nowhere.
34, Brad Jordan on the carry there for the Falcons. First time we've seen him tonight, and he took a punishment there by Cameron White. But running down now, under 10 seconds left in the first half, and I don't think the Falcons are going to be able to get another playoff here. Yeah, they're going to be content with just letting the clock run out, going into the locker room. So at the end of the first half, the score is going to be 23-0 Middle Creek Mustangs. Still a beautiful night here at Mustang Stadium. We're going to take a break. We'll be back shortly with halftime stats and things. Thanks for listening to Sports Block.
in their youth, and they must undergo a rite of passage of self-discovery. This is about their encounters with Ka, the fire that has the dual power to destroy or illuminate. Tonight we will perform 4 movements: opening, flight, pursuit, and battleground. Drum Major Anna Reynolds, is your band ready? You may take the field in performance.
Welcome back in, folks. We're going to get a little halftime stats here, update you on some halftime scores around the area. And, talking about the scores around the area, we'll get you those real quick. Halftime score at Panther Creek, Fuquay-Varina leading 23-6. Lee County beating up on Holly Springs a little bit at halftime, 21-0. Garner 24-6 over West Johnston. Cary and Apex tied 14-14 at half, which is pretty interesting. Tri-9 game there. Nightdale 14-0 at half over Triple S, and Clayton got a 11-8 lead over Southeast Raleigh. So interesting things going on all around the area, Matt. And that Apex Cary score is pretty tight, and should be interesting to see what happens in the second half.
Yeah, definitely a lot of good games going on. Got a lot of good Tri-9 matchups. Panther Creek, Fuquay, Cary, Apex. Cary-Apex game looks to be good. Should be a good second half from them. We'll see who comes out on top.
Yeah, update you on what happened if you're just joining us in the first half. We'll give you a little thing about what you missed here. 9:41 in the first quarter. 19-yard touchdown pass from Latham to Kevin Jones. Middle Creek takes a 7-0 lead.
Then at 5:02 in the first quarter, we had a kick out of the end zone, which ended up in a safety, made it 9-0 Middle Creek lead.
And 1:44 left in the second quarter. 8-yard touchdown pass from Latham to Nayland Lopez. 16-0 lead Mustangs, and then a quick turnover results in.
At 1:29 left to go in the second quarter. An interception by Britt Cherry on the 22 ended up in a 16-0 lead by the Mustangs.
Yeah, Mustangs still had to lead 16-0 at that point. Got the ball right back, and in about 30 seconds there, at a minute 18 in the second quarter, 19-yard touchdown pass from Latham to Kevin Jones give Mustangs a 23-0 lead. So with 1:44 left, Mustangs score, go up 16-0. Interception by Britt Cherry, and at 1:18, Mustangs score again, Latham to Kevin Jones for the second time tonight, and take a 23-0, very commanding halftime lead.
Yeah, they really put up a lot of points in quick succession. Within a minute, they scored 3 touchdowns, and that's really showing how dangerous the Mustangs are, both on defense and offense, with the defense forcing turnovers and the offense scoring and capitalizing on those turnovers.
Yeah, huge interception there by Britt Cherry, man, and he's definitely, senior leader for the Mustangs on that defensive side of the ball. And it's been a pretty good first half for the Mustangs, and they're going to come out here looking to have a great second half as well, and really put this game away early in the second half. Just to point out something real quick, tough thing here within the Middle Creek community. Rayshawn King, diagnosed with leukemia before the start of the season. Tough thing on all the football players, all the students that knew him really well, and kind of started a little Pray for Ray Foundation. Halftime, couple of the Creek Crazies, Austin Weiser, Conrad James went around with jars collecting money, and really saw those jars filling up quick, man, as everybody here is really worried about Ray, hoping he's doing all right in his recovery, and trying to help him get through this as best as he can. And that's just something that really has brought the Mustang community together and made it a really tight-knit group. So, on a lighter note, Chad Gunton gets the kick away for the start of the second half. Great line drive kick, and taken at about the 5-yard line, and it's going to be returned out here to about the 20 before taken down by a slew of Mustangs there. That was Clater on the return for Green Hope. So we'll see what the Mustang defense can do here in the second half.
Yeah, definitely. They came out strong and finished strong with Britt Cherry. Again, he showed his senior leadership. He's always getting back in there and disrupting the backfield. And he also showed his awareness with that interception. He's able to be aware of what's going on in the field, get under that ball, and catch it. So it was a really good showing by the defense, especially Britt Cherry out there.
Yeah, and, this defense is a lot of people talk about the Mustangs offense, because it's so potent, but this defense really made a name for itself over the last couple of years. Wing T formation with Nassif back there under center for Green Hope, and they're going to give a little pitch outside to number 32, Ryan Boyle on the play. So good coverage there by the Mustangs.
It's he hasn't had too many carries, so it's good to see him switch it up. They're really deep. Kind of like we are. They have a lot of options back there at running back. They can pitch it to a lot of different guys, and they all have different styles. Some can slash and cut, and others can just do bruising, put their shoulder down, and run through the defense. So Green Hope really has a lot of options back there.
Yeah, man, and they seem to bring those guys in and out, consistently. And, like we said, switching up these offenses gives everybody a chance to do their own little thing every now and then. So Nassif underneath center again in this wing tee, going to send Williams in motion out to the left side. Looks like he's going to try and get the ball out to Williams, who catches the ball, makes one man miss, and then brought down by Darius Wilkins there. So trying to get out to their playmaker, Marcus Williams, once again.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, that's the first throw by Nassif, and he completed that. So he's actually starting to throw a little bit, because they were shown in the wing tee, they were just running it, and now they're starting to throw it, so they're changing it up a little bit. And like he said, Williams is an explosive player both on offense and defense, so Mustang's going to have to watch out for him.
Yeah, I believe that's the second completion for Nassif, if I'm not mistaken. I think they had a screen earlier in the game. But like you said, not a lot of passing out of this wing tee formation.
Right.
And 3rd and 7 here for the Green Hope offense. See what they can do. Back in that wing tee, send Williams in motion again, probably try and get him the ball, and they do. They pitch it out to him to the right side, and Britt Cherry making a great tackle there in the open field. Just a beautiful play by Britt Cherry.
Yeah, those one-on-one situations as a defensive guy is really tough, because as the ball carrier can just juke you out, and he was really good to bring him down by his ankles and end that play in the backfield.
Yeah, great play by Cherry there, and just again, man, just really, a senior leader on this defense, emotionally, vocally, and, he shows them how to get the job done. He doesn't just talk about it. He really goes out there and plays hard every week, and I know he's somebody that these boys look up to week in and week out, and it's just great to see Britt having another great year.
Absolutely, and that makes a huge difference to have a guy like that back on defense, where you can just rally around him and he can carry the defense.
Definitely, man. And Hartshorn back at about the 45-yard line to receive this punt. And, Green Hope had some problems early in the game with a punt snapped over the kicker's head. And there's going to be a flag thrown here. I believe it was a delay of game here on the Falcons. So that's going to move them back even more closer to their own end zone. And Green Hope really having a rough go of it here tonight on special teams.
Yeah, that's dangerous territory, because that's even close to their end zone. And that snapper has got to be on point with his snaps, because if he snaps it over the head, that's another safety for the Green Hope Falcons, and they cannot afford to take another one.
Yeah, man, and, like we talked about, either special teams can really help you or it can really hurt you. And just a tough night for Green Hope a little bit on special teams, but I've been impressed with some parts of their game, and Marcus Williams, like I said, in the first half really impressed me. So Hartshorn now standing at Green Hope's 45-yard line to take this kick, and they're going to get it off, and it's a line drive. It's going to bounce down. It's going to be picked up by Hartshorn at about the 40, and he's got room to run down the right side. Makes one guy miss, two guys miss, and good return by Hartshorn. And if that flag doesn't take the ball back, the Middle Creek Mustangs obviously going to have great field position at about the Green Hope 20-yard line.
Flag looks like it could be in the area of a block in the back, which could be costly, but we'll see what the call is. The punter for Green Hope did a great job of getting that ball off in face of Middle Creek pressure, because they got back there quickly, but he got it off, so that was give a hand to him.
Yeah, man. 3rd or 4th time tonight, though, that Middle Creek has had a penalty on special teams, man. They get a little over aggressive, man. They can't have that in a really close game, down the line. So tighten that up a little bit. But Hartshorn looked pretty good on that return. Latham out here in the shotgun. He's got two people with him in the backfield here. I believe that's Johnson and Lopez. And he's going to hand off to Johnson. Johnson looking to run left and runs through an arm tackle before he's brought down after about a 5-yard gain.
Yeah, taking it up the middle for the Mustangs. He's getting those positive yards, and as long as he keeps moving the ball, it's a good sign for the Mustangs.
Definitely, man. And like I said before, he runs really hard and gets in there, moves the pile, and seems to always be picking up positive yardage. So that's a very good thing. Same formation. This time hands off to Lopez, and Lopez brought down immediately for a loss of about 3 yards that time.
Yeah, Green Hope did a great job of just getting past the offensive lineman, getting in the backfield, and disrupting that play.
Teddy McLean again on the tackle there for Green Hope. He's been in the backfield a few times tonight.
He has been a key player on defense for the Green Hope Falcons. It's scary to think how good Devin Johnson is if he bulks up and gets bigger as he goes along.
Oh, certainly. He shows great potential, man, and he's got a couple more years, him and Lopez both, to bulk up and really just start running over people and dominating. Latham drops back to pass. He rolls out to the right side. Looks like he found somebody. That'll be Kevin Jones one more time for a first down. So Latham and Jones really finding that chemistry tonight, and they've hooked up quite a few times.
Yeah, Jones is showing good awareness, again, coming back when Latham is under pressure, having to scramble out to the side like he did in that touchdown pass. Kevin Jones is coming back and getting open for Latham, giving him a good target.
Yeah, man, and Kevin, that's something that receivers are taught to do, but not a lot of them do. They look back, see their quarterback in trouble, come back to the football. So Latham receives the snap. This time he's going to hand off to Devon Johnson off to the left side. He's going to be hit by Marcus Williams and brought down after a gain of, one maybe.
Yeah, Greenhope is starting to throw 2 or 3 guys at Devon Johnson every time now, which is making it a lot harder for him to get positive yardage. So it's going to be interesting to see if they're going to switch their running game up a little bit to throw Greenhope offside a little bit.
Yeah, great gang tackling that time by the Greenhope Falcons, not making one guy take on Johnson, which can be a tough task. They really swarmed to the ball that time and made sure that he didn't bust out for a big run there. So Lopez and Johnson with Latham in the backfield, 2 receivers out right. Hand off to Lopez this time, trying to get outside, and he's going to be brought down with a loss of about 1 or 2. So, it seems to me that Devon Johnson does a great job of really getting north and south and gaining positive yardage. And, and Nayland is really that home run hitter, likes to dance around a little bit, but when he does get outside, he's gone. So definitely, 1-2 punch there in the backfield for the Mustangs that could work out great.
Yeah, definitely, and that's what every good football team needs is if you run that 2 running back, you need variation.
Latham receives a snap, looking long. He's got Quentin Ray, and Quentin Ray makes the catch. He's going to be in for the touchdown. And there is a flag down, though, in the area of holding, so this one might, and it is. It's going to be coming back there.
Those are just penalties that the Mustangs cannot commit. That's just inexperience, and you just can't do that, especially on a play like that where you get a long touchdown play. But it was a good play on Latham and Quentin Ray's part with connecting for the touchdown pass, even if it was negated.
Yeah, and I was going to say on that play, it was a good job with Quentin. He had to wait on the ball a little bit, but was able to do that and come down with the catch and then get in the end zone. But it's all for naught now as the Mustangs get a holding call, and that's going to go from being a touchdown into a 3rd and 27. So Garrett Latham in shotgun here. He's got receivers to his left and right, and Nayland Lopez in the backfield. Quick screen out to Kevin Jones. Kevin Jones got room to run, makes one guy miss, but he's tackled from behind by Marcus Williams. And that was a great play by Williams because, Kevin ran away from him at the start of the play, and Williams didn't quit on it. He chased him down from behind. Kevin slowed down, and Williams caught him. So I've been really impressed with him tonight. I know I've said it a few times now, but that play that was a really good job. And
it's hard to keep up with Kevin Jones.
Definitely. Latham in the shotgun here as they go for it on 4th down. He receives a snap. He's looking. He's got a man a little low there for Quentin Ray, and I think they're going to say that he didn't catch it. Even if he had, he would have been short of the first down, as if Latham could have got that one to him in his chest a little higher, he might have been able to get the first down yardage, but instead it's incomplete pass, and Greenhope's going to come out and get the ball.
Yeah, it looks like they might be bringing the field goal unit on, so we'll see what they do.
Nah, that was 4th down there, so it's going to be a turnover on downs, and Greenhope's going to get the ball back here and try to make something happen.
Yeah, this is a big opportunity for Greenhope to try and do something with the ball because they got to get something going in order to make a game of this.
Yeah, with 6:26 left in the 3rd quarter and down 23-0, Greenhope's got to really try to make something happen here, get some points on the board, and put that thought of a comeback in the Middle Creek player's head here. And Middle Creek's defense needs to stay focused here and make sure they get a stop. Greenhope's had a hard time tonight trying to get the play call in, and here they have to waste another timeout because of lack of communication. So with 6:26 left in the 3rd quarter, Middle Creek holding a 23-0 lead. We're going to take a quick break here. Thanks for listening to Sports Block. Welcome back, folks. As we're underway here quickly, handoff to Peoples up the middle, and he's going to be stopped for no gain there. So that wing T offense that Green Hope's been running throughout the night, along with that pistol, no yardage there. Jimmy Boyd makes a quick stop for the Mustangs.
Yeah, they may have to deviate from their formula in order to score here, so we'll see what they have to do. But they're behind like they are. That timeout that they had to use was costly because when they get down to the grind later on, they're going to want to have that timeout back.
Certainly, man. That's a good point there. And the communication, that'll kill you every time. If you can't get the play in, you have to burn a timeout or even get a delay of game penalty. So Nassif sends Clater in motion. Ooh, a nice little play there as Marcus Williams gets the ball on the misdirection and goes for about 9 yards. That was the first time we've seen that play tonight, and it fooled the Mustangs defense a little bit.
Yeah, Green Hope has plenty of explosive athletes. If they can kind of come together and put a good drive together, they could really make a game out of this.
Yeah, it was a nice run by Marcus Williams there, brought down by Daquan Render, and they are going to say that it's a first down. So good yardage pick up there on a nifty little play from the Green Hope offense. Quick little update for you here. Holly Springs has scored in the Lee County game, and they're now trailing Lee County 21-7 in the third quarter. So that Tri-9 matchup getting a little closely contested there if Holly Springs can make a comeback. Britt Cherry in, makes a great hit, but a great throw by Nassif there, complete to Clater. And another first down there so that was a good job by Nassif there. Had Britt Cherry right in his face and made a accurate pass, and Clater picks up the first down.
Yeah, I don't think the Mustangs were really expecting that because, again, Nassif hasn't thrown much, and he surprised and switched it up a little bit, so get some positive yards.
Yeah, man, that was a great job. I was really impressed with that because, when you have a guy, coming right in your face, it's hard to really step into a throw, make an accurate throw, and give your receiver a chance to run after the catch, and he did a great job of it there. Clater picks up a first down, and the Green Hope offense is on the move a little bit here.
Definitely, they're rolling right now.
And, Nassif going to come back out here. Under center, Marcus Williams out far to the right, and going to hand off. Fake the handoff directly up the middle. Nassif's going to keep it himself and pick up a few yards before he's brought down by Josh Banks and Britt Cherry.
Yeah, they're keep moving the ball downfield, and they're keep switching up the running and passing. So that seems to be working for them when they're switching it up. So they're still sticking to the wing T, but they're switching up their play calling.
Yeah, they really seem to have opened the playbook up a little bit here, and it's working out for them. They're moving the ball downfield a little bit, and it's looking all right. So Nassif under center here, and he sends a man in motion. That's Peoples, and pitches out to Peoples on the left side. And Peoples breaks through, and, he's brought down by Daquan Render, but it looked like he might break one for a touchdown there as he got to the second and third level of the defense. That was a good run by Ronnie Peoples.
Yeah, Peoples showed he has a really good burst of speed. He just got out to the edge, and he was gone. But luckily, Daquan Render was able to run him down. But that was a very impressive run by Peoples.
I'd say that's got to be Green Hope's longest play from scrimmage as Peoples breaks that one for 20 yards and gets another first down as Green Hope has now moved into Middle Creek territory, deep into Middle Creek territory here, and kind of threatening the Mustangs for the first time all game.
Yeah, they're knocking on the door right now.
Nassif under center, sends Williams in motion, hands off directly up the middle and stuffed immediately, and ball's picked up by Nassif somehow, and he gets off to the left side. I believe there was a fumble on the play.
And it slipped out, and I think Nassif kind of picked it up, and a little confusion on the play, but luckily the Mustangs pushed him out of bounds.
Yeah, that was an interesting play there, and a lucky break there for Green Hope, as with 3:35 left in the third quarter. Green Hope really threatening to score here for the first time all game that we've seen them get this deep into Mustang territory. Mustang defense needs to make a tough defensive stand here.
And this is the drive Green Hope needed in order to get back into the game, and they can score here. It's going to really swing the momentum a little bit.
Yeah, I'd say so, as Nassif going to be under center here and sends Marcus Williams in motion, fakes the handoff, looking to pass, and overthrows number 35 there. That's
Chaz Morden. He was overthrown. He was looking for him in the back of the end zone, but just put a little too much on the ball there. So it's going to be second down and 6 for the Green Hope Falcons.
Yeah, man, and a little play action there, looking to fool the Mustang defense, and I'd say he probably had a shot at Morden if he'd have made a little bit better throw, but throws a little off there. Second down. Like I said, Mustangs defense trying to make a stand. They don't want to give up this shutout they got going right now. So Nassif back under center. He's got Peoples behind him in the backfield, and Marcus Williams moves into the backfield with him. They're going to hand off to Marcus Williams. He's got blockers. Ooh, good
Cameron
tackle
White
there.
Gets in there. He gets into the backfield and just brings down Williams.
That was a great job by Cameron White there. Williams had a couple different lead blockers and really did a great job there. Did Cameron White to come in behind the play a little bit and bring down Williams before he could get going.
Williams is limping a little bit, and he's limping a little bit, slow to get up. So it looks like Cameron White got a good hit on him, but he's walking around fine. So hopefully he'll be all right.
Yeah, so a huge third down here. Third down and goal for Green Hope, and we'll see what they draw up here, man. It'll be really interesting to see if they keep it on the ground or let Nassif throw for it. He's got Peoples in the backfield, and Morden split out right. He sends Williams in motion. They're going to fake the pitch to Williams, throw it out to Peoples. Oh, and Peoples drops the ball. So they really utilize both their great playmakers there as they fake to Marcus Williams and try to get it out to Ronnie Peoples.
That was a huge drop by Ronnie Peoples, because if he had brought that in, it would have brought them really close to the goal line. And this is definitely 4-down territory for the Falcons because they need a touchdown right here.
Yeah, field goal, doesn't really do them much good at this point. They need to put 7 points on the board in order to try and make this a game. And you're right. If Peoples makes that catch, he's maybe able to get out to the outside and score there. So just a tough go of things as he drops that ball, can't come up with it. But Nassif's going to come out here, and he's going to go under center with Peoples in the backfield. I believe he's going to get the snap, looking, and incomplete. So turnover on downs there, and that's a huge stand for the Mustangs defense.
That was Sarpong he was looking for, but he kind of threw it into empty ground there. So it was a little miscommunication between the quarterback and his receivers, and that was very costly because at the time and point in this game, it was very costly for the Green Hope Falcons.
Yeah, Green Hope really could have used a touchdown there. 2 minutes and 20 seconds left in the third quarter. If they could have put 7 points on the board there, and come up with a defensive stand, you never know what could happen. So tough for Green Hope there. But Latham back out in the shotgun. He's going to hand it off here to Johnson, I believe, and Johnson's going to be stopped quickly.
Yeah, and the Mustangs are pinned back far in their own territory. They may have the ball, but they're still pinned back, and it's going to be a uphill battle to try and dig themselves towards a better field position.
Yeah, and it's gonna be tough here, like you said, to get out of the shadow of their own goalposts, and hopefully, Latham can make something happen as he comes out here. He's got receivers to his left and right, gets a snap, quick throw out left to Quentin Ray, a little low, and Ray can't come up with it.
Yeah, it was a little low, like you said, kind of at Ray's ankles. He might have been able to pull it in, but it was a tough catch to make. So it's going to be 3rd down and 12 for the Mustangs, and it's going to be a big 3rd down for them.
Yeah, you really like to get the ball out of, like I said before, the shadow of your own goalpost, and at least give Joe Strasser a little bit of room to punt the ball away. You don't want him standing in the back of his own end zone. That's a little nerve-wracking for him. So at least, if your Mustangs here get some positive yardage, give them a little bit more room to punt, hopefully pick up the first down. Latham receives the snap. He's looking to pass. It looks like he's got a man. That's Quentin Ray. Ray turns it upfield, makes one man miss, and he's definitely got first down yardage out across the 25.
That was a good job on Ray's part to not only catch it, but he shed the first tackler and was able to get a few yards after the catch. So he's really looking good in those yards after the catch, putting his shoulder down and just getting those tough yardage.
Yeah, 20-yard catch and run by Quentin Ray there, and he really looked good on that play, man. He's pretty shifty. He made one player miss and got the first down yardage and picked up a little more. So good play there for the Mustangs. They really like that out route tonight. Latham receives a snap. Quick screen to John Moore. Moore cutting back and looking down the right sideline, trying to get out there. Makes a couple guys miss, and then he's going to be hit and brought down. I believe that was number 91, A.J. Fernier, getting out there to make the play, and he's made a few of those tonight.
It's a good pickup by Moore, getting the ball and then getting upfield to about the first down marker. So it's going to be
second and short for the Mustangs. Yeah, second and very short here. As John Moore did a great job of catching that screen, using his blocks, cutting upfield, and getting about 9 yards on the play.
It's going to be inches now.
Yeah, definitely not much yardage at all as Latham in the shotgun here with Lopez in the backfield with him. He's got trips left here. And quick screen out to John Moore. John Moore looking for room to run. Makes one guy miss. And that's going to be a face mask. Definitely add 15 yards to the end of that play as he was yanked down by his face mask. That was pretty violent.
Even without the penalty, that was a great play by John Moore. Picked up great yardage. He broke the first tackle. Like a lot of the Middle Creek Mustang wide receivers have been doing a great job of breaking tackles. After, like, right when they catch it, they'll break the tackle and keep going for those yards after the catch, and that is quality receiving from them.
Yeah, and Abe Stroh on the face mask there. He's hearing it from the Creek Crazies after that one. So Creek Crazies having a good time tonight and, trying to stay in the game. So the Middle Creek Mustangs, helped out by the penalty there, going to move down into Falcon territory at about the 36-yard line. So Latham's going to have trips right here with Devon Johnson in the backfield, and Mustangs looking to score here as they've moved across the 50-yard line. And Latham receives the snap and hands off to Johnson. Johnson trying to run up the middle, and he's going to be dragged down pretty quickly. So 1 or 2 yards there, but not much.
Yeah, again, the Green Hope is swarming to the ball and disrupting the rushing game. And even he may be a very strong guy, but he can't run through 3 or 4 Green Hope guys. So they're going to have to switch it up a little bit, maybe get him to the outside edge.
Yeah, definitely. And so time winding down here, under a minute left in the third quarter. Latham looking to get his Mustangs back into the end zone here, well into Falcon territory and looking to score. He's got trips right with Johnson still in the backfield with him, changing up the play a little bit here. Latham is going to get the snap, look quick. Oh, little miscommunication there, running the no-huddle offense like the Mustangs do. Sometimes you can have a little miscommunication where the receivers don't get the play call as Latham tries to give it at the line of scrimmage. And that time Kevin Jones wasn't looking for the ball there as Latham went to give him a quick screen and ball falls to the ground.
Yeah, like Landon said, Kevin Jones, I guess there was just some miscommunication because he was trying to keep running and Latham wanted to do a quick screen. And we were lucky that it wasn't intercepted by Green Hope on that play because they got a hand on it. So
yeah, it almost looked like Jones was go ahead and he had set up the block for either Ray or Moore, who was over there on that side with him, and he thought the screen was going to somebody else other than him. So you never know, but that's what it looked like to me. But Latham going to get the snap here, fake the handoff to Johnson. There goes the screen to Jones. Jones looking for somewhere to go, breaks a tackle and gets outside, and he's up the sideline, and great gain there by Kevin Jones. And, his speed and shiftiness, we talked about it all night, but it really is remarkable every time he gets the ball.
Yeah, that combined with a great blocking on Middle Creek's part was really made for a good game by the Mustangs on a good play-action pass from Latham. And going to be another Middle Creek first down in the red zone. So.
Yeah, about 20 seconds left to go here in the third quarter, so you don't know if the Mustangs will get this score in before the for the quarter's over. Latham looking for the end zone, gets John Moore, hits him on about the 2 or 3 yard line, and Moore makes a great catch as he's hit pretty hard there by, looks like a combination of McLean and Boyle. So great catch by John Moore there inside the 5 yard line, and a nice throw by Latham.
Yeah, those are the really hard catches to make because he got hammered right as he caught it. So it's a good job on Moore's part to really hold on to the ball and make that catch.
Yeah, man, and Middle Creek's going to bring in the heavy-duty package here as they get inside the 5 yard line, but it looks like time is going to wind down here, and the third quarter is going to come to an end. So at the end of the third quarter, Middle Creek knocking on the door again with a 23-0 lead. Thanks for listening to Sports Block. We'll be right back. We're back here as the Mustangs knocking on the door of the Falcons one more time. They switch sides down to the other end of the field, ball on the 3-yard line, and they bring in Britt Cherry in the backfield here. They're going to give the ball to Devon Johnson to the right side. He's got blockers, and he's in for the score. So great play there by the Mustangs. They bring in the big dog package with Josh Banks and Britt Cherry leading the way, blocking-wise. And Devon Johnson gets himself 6 points.
And that's a package you don't see often from the Mustangs, where you get that little cluster of blockers in the backfield and just to pound it in, because that's not Middle Creek style, but it really worked on that play for them with Devon Johnson's bruising running style and strength back there.
Yeah, man, that's a good thing to see. When you run the spread, sometimes you get down there and around the end zone and things get a little congested, and there's not as many passing lanes and whatnot. Looks as if there's going to be an injured player down on the field. The way Coach Burniston is stretching him out, it looks like it might be a cramp. But while they're attending to this injured player, we're going to take a quick break. 11:55 left to go in the game. 29-0 Mustangs. Welcome back, folks. It's Chad Gunton on to attempt the extra point, and Sal Savarese on the hold. And this worked out good for the Mustangs all night. Hopefully Chad can put this one right through the middle. And he does. So, Chad Gunton puts another point on the board. Middle Creek 30, Green Hope nothing. And just to update you here, some games getting tight. Fuquay is now only leading Panther Creek 23-20 in the third quarter. So that game getting kind of close. And, a little update here that might shock a few folks. Broughton 24, Jack Britton 19. That's crazy,
huge.
Matt.
That is very big, because Broughton has actually come out of the gate, surprised a lot of people. They're undefeated this season, and Jack Britt is one of the best teams in the state, not just the area, but in the state. So it's big for Broughton to come out and be leading these guys. Yeah,
those Fayetteville teams, man, Jack Britt, Terry Sanford, those guys are usually very, very good. And for Broughton to have that lead on them, you hope it holds up. You never know. We'll definitely keep an eye on that game, though, for sure.
That'd be a huge upset if Broughton won.
Definitely, as Chad Gunton's got it all teed up, ready to go here. And a line drive kick over to the right side of the field. That one's going to bounce out of bounds there. So a little mistake there by Chad Gunton, going to give the Falcons good field position.
And a minute ago when we had to go to break, it was actually number 9, Marcus Williams, one of the biggest players on Green Hope's team so far. Looked like he was cramping up because Coach B was out there stretching him out. So hopefully he'll be back out in the field. But he's one of the biggest key players for the Falcons out there, so that'd be a big loss. He
was able to make it off the field under his own power, so it looks like just a little cramp, and hopefully they can get that taken care of and he can get back out on the field. So Green Hope is going to take over here from the 35-yard line. 11:55 left in the football game. Middle Creek leading 30-0. And Middle Creek's defense looking to keep this shutout going. They don't want to give anything up at this point. They've played really well to this point.
Absolutely, and Green Hope's gotta. If they can do what they did in the last drive, they could have a shot at scoring, because they put together a really good drive.
Nassif under center in the wing T here, and they're gonna send a guy in motion. He's gonna fake the handoff and know where to go with the football, as he's hit immediately by Jimmy Boyd and Darius Wilkins.
It was an excellent job of those juniors getting in the backfield and just disrupting Nassif and bringing him down. Darius Wilkins is having a great year. He's a big guy, big defensive end. He actually had a fumble return for a touchdown a few weeks ago, so that was really exciting to watch.
Yeah, man. And when you look out at this Mustang defense, man, they're young. They got Darius Wilkins, Jimmy Boyd, Josh Banks on this defensive line, and then you move back, you see Cameron White in the linebacking core, and then Jackson Ryder, Brian Brodney, Bearkel White in the secondary. There's young kids on this defense that make plays week in and week out. So Nassif sends Clater in motion. He's going to hand off to Peoples up the middle, and Peoples is ankles wrapped up immediately by Cameron White and then brought down by, it looks like, Jimmy Boyd, I think.
Yeah, Jimmy Boyd again getting back there. And like Landon said, the juniors, a lot of them on defense, they have a lot of playing time. They're looking really good this year. So next year we will have a very experienced defense, and it'll be really fun to watch these guys after they've had a few years on varsity. And then there's another Green Hope player down. Can't see the number, but another guy down injured.
Yeah, and with that injury, we'll let them attend to it and take a little time out ourselves. So with 10:49 left to go in the ball game, Middle Creek leading 30-0. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back at you. Thanks for listening. Welcome back, folks, as that was Ronnie Peoples who was injured there on that play, and he was able to make it off the field as Nassif under center sends a man in motion. He's going to look out, set up the screen up the middle, and that was a nice little screen play there. Josh Banks makes the tackles on the play.
Yeah, Ryan Boyle on the short screen pass, getting up the field and getting close to the first down marker, but it's going to be 4th down for the Falcons.
We had a little chat earlier about that Jack Britt Broughton game. Jack Britt has taken the lead 34-30 now in the fourth quarter. So that game's still close, but Jack Britt has taken the lead, and Cary has gone up 28-21 over Apex in the fourth quarter. So a couple really close games there. And we do have a couple finals for you here around the area. Wakefield defeats Riverside 27-0, and Wake Forest Roseville beats Northern Durham 29-26. So Nassif, looks like he's going to try and sneak the ball here on 4th down and get the first down.
He doesn't look like he got it. I think Darius Wilkins is on the stop there.
Yeah, Darius was having nothing to do with that, and Green Hope will be stopped, and Middle Creek's offense is going to take over in Falcon territory, looking to score again.
Yeah, unfortunately, Green Hope could not put together another good drive. I mean, they were looking all right, but then they kind of sputtered there. So Mustangs are going to get the ball back again and could score. Who knows?
It looks like the Mustangs are going to bring out backup number 9, Sal Savarese here to play a little quarterback. And Sal's a junior, played really well on JV last year, and we'll see what he's got here tonight, Matt.
Yeah, it's important for him to get some experience because once Garrett gets out, he's going to need the experience for next year.
Definitely. So Sal receives the snap. He's dropping back to throw. He's throwing it up for Justin Weinberg, it looked like, but overthrew his man, and really good coverage there by the Falcons that time.
Yeah, just overthrew James Peterkin a little bit on that. So if he just brings it back a little bit, it could have been a good gain. So he has a lot of potential, so it's interesting to see what he'll do once he gets some experience under his belt.
Yeah, definitely, man. And, Sal's a guy, plays with me on the baseball team. I like him a lot. From what I've heard, he works really hard. And he should do a great job next year once he gets his shot. So in the shotgun again, he's going to hand off to Devon Johnson this time. Johnson runs up the middle, and he's hit pretty early. He gets about a gain of 2 or 3 there. So Johnson's still in the ball game, making things happen for the Mustangs.
Yeah, just keep banging it up the middle. That's his style, and he's sticking to it, and it's been pretty successful for him, and it should be. He's coming off the field now, and Lopez is on, but it's been fun to watch Johnson just banging up the middle all game.
Yeah, man, and like you said, Nayland Lopez on in the backfield with Sal here, and he's got 2 receivers right and left, and in the shotgun, and he receives a snap and looking out right to pass and drops a little screen to Nayland Lopez. Nayland makes a guy miss, and Nayland is gone. It looks like Nayland Lopez just broke another one, and we just saw that speed and that home run ability that we have been waiting on and talking about all game.
Absolutely. And John Hartshorn had a key block that helped Nayland just get those last yards into the end zone. So it was good blocking on Middle Creek's part.
Yeah, man, and a 42-yard explosion there by Nayland Lopez. Just,
Fast guy.
Yeah, definitely. He's got that speed to burn, and he made two guys miss and look pretty silly on that play, and he took it to the house. So Middle Creek gets on the board again here, and Chad Gunton looking to put one more point up there for the Mustangs, and wow, that was pretty cool to see.
Yeah, we use the words fast and speed a lot with the Mustangs, it seems, but because we have a lot of quick players.
And Gunton gets the kick up, and it is going to be good. So 8:51 left in the game. Middle Creek's going to take a 37-0 lead. We're going to take a quick break. Thanks for listening to Sports Block. We'll be right back. Welcome back in, folks, as Middle Creek just took a 37-0 lead over Green Hope on a 42-yard Nayland Lopez touchdown catch and run from Sal Savarese. Great play there by the young junior quarterback. Chad Gunton's got the ball teed up, and he's going to kick it off to the Falcons here. It is going to be taken by number 5 for the Falcons. He's looking to get a good return here. Tries to bounce it outside, and, ooh. He's hit pretty hard there by number 31.
Chris Jones came in and was able to stop him on that, so it was good.
Yeah, that was a nice hit by Chris Jones there, and that's the thing. Middle Creek's got a lot of guys that make a lot of plays on special teams, so, unheralded kind of, but make a big difference.
Definitely. And going back to Sal for a second, he's only had a handful of snaps this year, so it's really interesting to see him and get some experience because he needs that again for next year. And that touchdown pass was really nice to see him looking calm and cool back there.
That was a good job there, man. He waited for that screen to develop and for the blockers to set up, and then he got Nayland the ball, and Nayland took off, man. And once he got out into the second level of the defense, there was nobody going to make a play on him. He just made two guys miss and was to the house. So great job there by Sal and Nayland.
He's got a great mentor in Garrett Latham too.
Yeah, definitely. Garrett knows his offense inside and out. I'm sure he's teaching Sal the ropes. So Lloyd back in as the quarterback. He escapes an arm tackle there and makes a good throw. Ooh, so a good throw there to number 20.
Jesse Bald. That was a really good play by Drew Lloyd because it was a low snap, but he recovered and he scrambled out of the pocket a little bit and was able to make a great throw to Jesse Bald. So they're putting together a little bit of a drive here, so we'll see what they do with it.
Yeah, man, he got pressured there. And he's a big kid. Escaped an arm tackle there from one of the defensive linemen and made a really good throw on the move. So Lloyd receives a snap again. He rolls out right this time, looking, throws one up, and he's got a man open. And that was Clater wide open on a coverage, lapse there by the Mustangs. But
it was blown coverage on the Mustangs secondary. Could have been very costly, but Mustangs got very lucky on that play because Lloyd overthrew his receiver a little bit. So.
Yeah, got a little excited, saw that man wide open, and he put a little too much on that throw.
Could have been very costly for the Mustangs, so they'll have to see what they do in terms of coverage in the next few plays.
Yeah, Lloyd in the pistol again, and he does have a big arm, if anything. So receives the snap and a quick pressure, and this time he's not getting away as Michael Hagee in on the sack there, and that was a great play by the Mustang defense getting in there quick.
Yeah, and Steven Aguilar led the charge into the backfield and got a little bit of a hand on him, and then the rest of the Mustangs gang tackled him and brought him down.
Yeah, and all night the defensive line and the linebackers from the Mustangs have been doing a great job of getting pressure on whoever is the quarterback for the Falcons at the time.
And whether they tackle him or sack him or whatnot, they still getting pressure is very key on defense because it disrupts his fluidity on passing and rushing. So it's very key. Lloyd's going to get the snap, and he's going to pass it out to
that's Clater.
Clater
on the outside, making somebody miss and showing off that speed, but not going to pick up the first down. So fourth down here, the Falcons are going to go for it with the situation they're in. And we'll see what they can make happen here on fourth down.
And Clater, another one of those speedy Falcons. He got on the outside and was gone. Not enough for the first down, but the Mustangs did a good job getting him out of bounds and being aware of where that first down marker is and not letting him get past that.
Definitely. He made one man miss, but the rest of the Mustangs were there to get his back. So Lloyd on fourth down receives the snap, looking to pass. Looks like Mustangs got pretty good coverage, and he overthrows Bald, who he had right at the first down marker. But pass going to be incomplete. Turnover on downs. Mustang offense will come back out here.
Again, that defensive pressure. It was Michael Hagee getting back there. He didn't sack him, but he got in his face, and he got an incomplete pass, which is key. It was turnover on downs, and that's incomplete passes are just as good. Oh, not as good as an interception, but it's still great because it's turnover on downs. We get the ball back. So it was a great play by Michael Hagee to get in there and get in his face.
Yeah, good coverage by the Mustangs there that time. Had pretty much nowhere to go with the ball to the very end, and by that time the defensive line was in his face and he wasn't able to make an accurate throw. So Sal Savarese back onto the field here as he led a little touchdown drive last time out, and Devon Johnson into the backfield with him this time. He's got dual wide receivers to the left and right. Bad snap there, and the play's going to be blown dead anyway, so I believe that'll probably be a false start or something along those lines on the Mustangs.
Yeah, Mustangs, they seem to have their second team in there a little bit, so they may have a little inexperience and miscommunication going on in the offense. So they're going to have to get those problems smoothed out in order to keep, it's going to be moving it back for the Mustangs. So it's going to be an even longer field for them to go.
So, Sal might have to make a little something happen here with his arm. So, first and 15 here for the Mustangs, and Sal's got Devon Johnson in the backfield with him one more time. And he receives the snap here. Good snap. Devon Johnson going to get the ball up the middle, and he's brought down fairly quickly after no gain.
One of the Green Hope defenders got him around the neck and swung him around, but Devon Johnson was able to muscle his way through for another yard, just showing that muscle.
Yeah, that was Fernier again, and he's been in the backfield a few times tonight.
There's no better confidence booster for a quarterback than a touchdown pass, so hopefully Sal has got his confidence up right now.
Yeah, Sal in the shotgun again here. And he receives the snap from center, looking out right, and overthrows his target there. That was number 89 for the Mustangs.
Demetrius Wilkins out there on the reception, but he was overthrown.
Yeah, so Sal just slings that one a little too high, and Wilkins can't come down with it. That's the younger brother of Darius Wilkins, the really great defensive end we've been talking about for the Mustangs. So a little family bonding there on the football team.
Yeah, if Sal can just calms his throws down a little bit and gets in a rhythm, he could be really dangerous here with his young wide receiving core.
Yeah, and third down and long coming up here for the Mustangs offense. We'll see if Coach Sean Crocker wants to open up the playbook a little bit and let Sal go for the first down, or if they just run the ball. We're not sure what will happen. And he's going to fake the handoff to a fake handoff to Nayland Lopez, set up a screen for Justin Weinberg, but Weinberg can't come down with it. And so that's going to be a fourth down and long for the Mustangs. Looks like the punt team will come onto the field.
The throw was a little high, but it was definitely catchable for Weinberg. But he doesn't play a lot, so he's a little inexperienced. But again, he's getting experience out there as a second team player, and you just get better every time you get out there on the field. So.
Yeah, definitely. And, offense stalls a little bit. They were putting a hole there from the very beginning, being that, the illegal procedure call that pushed them back to a 1st and 15 from the very start. So Strasser on to punt, balled back to receive the punt for the Falcons. Strasser, the punt's blocked. The punt's blocked by number 25 for Green Hope.
And number 32, Ryan Boyle, falls on it and recovers it for Green Hope.
Kwasi Sarpong on the block there. So it's going to be tough for the Middle Creek defense here as they need to make a stand as Green Hope's going to take over with very good field position.
It must have been a lapse in blocking to let that guy get through and block the punt. So I'm pretty sure Crocker's going to have a word with those guys when he gets to sideline.
Yeah, and it just kind of looked like it was very slow developing from the start. So hopefully the defense can make a stand here. Lloyd back in the pistol at quarterback for the Falcons, and he receives the snap and drops back to pass. Good pressure on him again. He throws one up for Clater on the right side and in and out of the hands of Clater. So that was a close call again for the Mustang defense, but Clater can't hold on.
Yeah, Dominique Eaton, number 68, got in there and got in Lloyd's face to pressure him again, but Clater is getting the ball thrown his way a couple times, and he could get a catch in. So we'll see. Yeah,
and a little over 6 minutes left in the game here. Greenhope threatening a little bit after the blocked punt, but Drew Lloyd in the pistol. Quick fake handoff, and he's going to try and take it himself as he faked the handoff to Peoples and kept it himself and got a couple yards, but not very much as the Mustang defense was there to greet him.
Yeah, it looked like he might get away for a second on the little confusion on the fake handoff, but Mustang defense wrapped him up for no gains, so it's going to be third down for the Falcons.
Yeah, third down and about 8 here for the Falcons, and we'll see what they draw up here. I think they've only probably had 2 or 3 plays all game that have been greater than 8 yards, so don't know what will happen as it's a horrible snap here, and Lloyd just has to fall on top of it, and that's really going to hurt their chances at picking up the first down.
And if you can't make good snaps, you can't make good plays anywhere, whether it's punting or throwing the ball, so it's something Greenhope has got to work on. Like I said earlier in the Athens game, they snapped it 3 times over the head of the punter, which cost them. And in this game, even to the quarterback, not getting the snap there is going to be costly for him.
Yeah, man, a little translation to college football. Those Florida Gators been having a little trouble this year with the center quarterback exchange. So Greenhope got to get that in check. But 4th and long here for Lloyd as he's in the pistol. And good pressure by the Mustangs again. He gets a throwaway, and it's going to be incomplete. I believe that was Bald he was looking for over on the right side, and he had him right at the first down marker, but Bald can't come up with the catch.
Yeah, Bald probably should have caught that, but it was a tough, hard throw, and he was kind of took it to the ground a little bit, but it's going to be a tough break for the Greenhope Falcons there, so Mustangs are going to get the ball back again.
Yeah, so with 5:09 left in the fourth quarter, Sal Savarese going to come back out here and sling the ball around a little bit more. We'll see what the Mustang offense has got in store. And as they lead 37-0 here with, like I said, a little over 5 minutes left in the ball game.
We're seeing number 34, Andrew Gardner, come out for the first time in running back. So 4th running back to the mix right now next to Sal Savarese.
Savarese in the shotgun. He's going to get the snap here and hand off to Gardner. Gardner looking to run to the right side, got some room, and pretty good tackle there in the open field. But I believe that was number 83. Is that 83 for Greenhope?
Looked like 83, yeah.
We don't have his name, but pretty good tackle there in the open field as Gardner looked like he might have been able to break that one as he had some green in front of him. But, brought down, and pretty good gain there for the Mustangs, though, and first we've seen out of Gardner this year.
Yeah, Crocker just keeps moving down the depth chart, and we have talent, seems, at 3rd and 4th string at running back, so it's pretty fun to watch out there.
Savarese in the shotgun again. And he's going to receive the snap, and another handoff to Gardner as he tries to get out to the left side and makes one guy miss and brought down from behind, but not after he picks up close to a first down. I think they'll probably be about inches, if not a yard short, but another pretty good run there by Gardner.
Yeah, it looked like he was going to be brought down in the backfield as Alex Ashburn got in there and was chasing him down, but Gardner was just too speedy for him and got out to the edge and just got a lot of yards for him. So it's a good play by Gardner.
3rd and inches here for the Mustangs. We'll see. It'll be interesting, the play call, as they try to pick up this first down. Time winding down, about 3:50 left in the game here. It'd be nice to pick up this first down and draw a little more time off the clock before Greenhope gets another shot.
They just stick to the running game. They can run some time off the clock if they keep getting first downs. So
Middle Creek is going to take a timeout here as I'm sure they had a tough time making a decision on the play call. So with 3:37 left, Middle Creek holding a 37-0 lead here in the fourth quarter. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back to you soon. Thanks for listening. Sorry, folks, got back to you a little late that time, but Savarese on the keeper there after the fake handoff, and it looks as if he might get the first down. But we're going to get at you with some pretty important scores here. Late developments in the Panther Creek Fuquay-Varina game, 27-23. Panther Creek is taking the lead in the fourth quarter over Fuquay-Varina. That is huge.
That is big. Fuquay being our big rivals, we're kind of pulling for Panther Creek a little bit there, but it's a big Tri-9 game.
Definitely. And back to the action on the field, Savarese in the shotgun here. He's got Gardner beside him. He receives the snap. He's looking outside. A little high for Weinberg and knocked down by Jesse Bald. So, but back to these scores we got for you. Late in that Apex Cary game, Cary leading 28-21 in the fourth. And Lee County with a huge lead over Holly Springs, 35-7 in the fourth quarter. So Lee County, it looks like they've come into Hawks Stadium tonight and kind of putting a beating on the Hawks.
Definitely, and we were a close game with Holly Springs last week, so it kind of makes us worry a little bit about Lee County, which I believe we face in a couple weeks. So Mustangs are going to circle that on their schedule. It might be a tough game.
Yeah, I think that's the homecoming game. And back to the play on the field, Savarese going to hand off to Gardner, and he is hit immediately. A huge hit there by number 43 for Green Hope. That's Deshaun Morris. So hit as soon as he gets it that time. Nowhere for Gardner to go. But, yeah, talking about Lee County, and you wonder – Holly Springs, kind of a deflating loss to the Middle Creek Mustangs last week. You wonder if they go into that game with their head down a little bit, just feeling kind of, like I said, deflated, and didn't take Lee County serious enough, and Lee County came out and put it on them. So tough loss there. Well, it looks like it'll be a loss for the Hawks, but South Savarese going to get the snap, but they're going to blow the play dead. Probably be another penalty on the Mustangs. It will, false start.
And Lee County actually has opened up their season 3-1. They're having a great season so far and look to improve to 4-1 against the Hawks, so they're not to be taken lightly right now in the Tri-9.
Well, if I can remember correctly, I think Lee County lost like 6 of their games that they lost last year were by like 10 points or less. They played a lot of close games with people, and I know they played a close game with us here against Middle Creek. So South Savarese back to pass again. He's looking long and overthrows Joe Strasser. Had Joe Strasser down the middle, but overthrew him just a little bit.
Yeah, those overthrown passes are going to really come back to bite South Savarese because if he keeps overthrowing it, Green Hope's going to get lucky and get another one of those balls for an interception. So he's just going to got to calm that down a little bit.
Yeah, and he would have had the first down there if he would have hit Strasser. But with 2:13 left in the game, it looks like Joe Strasser's going to go ahead and punt the ball away here to Jesse Bald, and Middle Creek defense is going to have to come back on and play a little more. So hopefully they can get the blocking right this time and get the punt away without it being blocked, because last time it was blocked. So Strasser does get the punt away this time. End over end punt. It's going to bounce, take a Middle Creek bounce all the way back to about the 23-yard line. So pretty good punt there by Strasser.
Yeah, and it took a good Middle Creek bounce back to the 23, and Middle Creek defense has been great all night, been solid back there. Again, a lot of juniors, but they're holding up well. And hopefully they can hold the Green Hope Falcons again on this drive.
Update you. Fuquay didn't like that whole losing thing. They just took a 30-27 lead over Panther Creek in the fourth. And Cary just extended their lead over Apex 35-21. So a couple updates on those Tri-9 scores there, and that Fuquay Panther Creek game. I'm sure that's a barn burner over there at Panther Creek.
I bet Panther Creek is another team along with Lee County that is on the rise in the Tri-9. So there are a lot of teams that will vie for the title this year.
Nassif back underneath center, looking to pass, and pressure in his face. Good coverage there by number 42, Stephen Aguilar. And
number 88, Josh Holloway, also got in there to pressure him.
Pass underthrown there and behind Devin Clater. So Green Hope still looking to get their offense going here with under 2 minutes left in the ball game, and they're not giving up.
Yeah, he's really been looking to Clater a lot, but has not been able to connect, which is unfortunate for them. So we may have to try and look for some other targets because Mustangs seem to be covering Clater pretty well out there.
Yeah, and Nassif under center again here in the wing tee. He's going to send 25 in motion, I believe. That is Sarpong, and he's going to get the ball on the pitch out to the right.
Yeah, it was Akwasi Sarpong, sorry if I mispronounced that, out on the edge for the short gain for the Falcons.
Yeah, and about one yard there. And it's going to be a third down and pretty long here for the Falcons, and see what they can do.
Yeah, they seem to be stalling and not being able to get much done on offense, which is unfortunate for them. Kind of dug themselves into a hole here, so see if they can convert on third down here. This is big for them.
Nassif under center here in the wing T formation. He's going to drop back to pass, tries to throw a quick pass out to Clater, and that ball's going to be incomplete, so it'll be about a 4th and 9 here for the Falcons. And another good pressure there by the defensive line of the Mustangs.
Again, going to Clater and not being able to convert. So I think it was a little confusing between Clater and another receiver there in the same area. We're confused on who the ball is being thrown to, so that confusion is going to cost them.
Yeah, 1 minute, 13 seconds left in the ball game here at Mustang Stadium, and Green Hope is going to take a timeout before this 4th down play. So, as I said, minute 13 left, Middle Creek 37-0. We're going to take a quick break. Thanks for listening to Sports Block. We'll be right back at you. Welcome back, folks. 4th down here, and they're going to bring Drew Lloyd in that pistol formation to try to get a pass play here for the 1st down. And he rolls out looking for somewhere to go with the ball, avoids the pressure, rolls out to the right, still looking, and he's going to be brought down by number 42. I believe that's Steven Aguilar on the tackle. So a good job of pursuit there by the Mustang defense. And Mustang offense going to take over deep inside Falcon territory.
Yeah, Lloyd dodged the first 2 tacklers somehow and got out of there, but was chased down by the Mustangs. They did a good job out there. Falcons didn't really have any choice but to go for it on 4th down in this situation.
So we got 61 seconds left here in the ball game. Savarese going to come out here and I imagine probably just kneel it down and take the victory.
Yeah, that looks likely right now with the lead they've got. And, yeah, they're lining up to look like they're going to kneel it. So it's probably going to be about it for the Mustangs.
Yep, Sal Savarese is going to kneel down, and I think he'll have to do that one or two more times before this one's in the books. But a good showing here by the Mustangs tonight. You know, they really wanted to come out and prove that they were still, you know, they are defending conference champions, and they wanted to come out here and prove that they were still the team to beat. And, you know, I think they used this as a game to really kind of build some confidence and get things going, and hopefully they can continue into next week. They're at Athens Drive, and that's going to be a very tough conference game. So.
Absolutely, Athens Drive is one of another good Tri-9 team. It's going to be a big matchup next week against them. Even though the score is 37-0, pretty big margin. I think Green Hope still has a lot of good athletes on their team. They came out and had a good showing against Middle Creek, and they played really well. It was a good game here.
Definitely, man, and you know, pretty good night tonight for all the Mustangs, and it was just fun to watch, and you know, Middle Creek comes away with the 37-0 win as time winds down here and the game is over. And so we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back here with a little post game in a minute, but Middle Creek does win 37-0. Thanks for listening to Sports Block. We'll be right back. Welcome back, folks. Give you a little post-game wrap-up here. Right now, I'm going to take you around the area. Fuquay-Varina Panther Creek still playing. Fuquay holds a 30-27 lead. Lee County final 35-7 over Holly Springs. Garner 45-6 over West Johnston. That's final. Jack Britt came back and beat Broughton 40-30. Cary over Apex 35-21, a final in the Tri-9. Henry for Cary, 281 rushing yards, lit up the Apex defense, Matt.
Man, that is a lot of yards. And I also heard Cary, being Apex is their rival, so Cary students actually stormed the field before the teams could shake their hands. So
yeah, I imagine they'll probably hear something about that one. But,
yeah.
So Knightdale beat Triple S 21-0. Southeast Raleigh over Clayton 23-14. Flip it around here. And we got Hillside over Dudley 33-8. Vad Lee 5 touchdowns on the ground. Absolutely amazing player over at Hillside. We saw him last year in the playoffs, Vad Lee. Amazing athlete.
Yeah, he's a fantastic athlete. Actually, is looking at Georgia Tech, could go there for college. That could be big for him.
Yeah, Wakefield 27-0 over Riverside, and WFR over Northern Durham 29-26. So to move into our game and give you just a little post-game wrap-up here, we're going to take you through all the exciting parts and all the key plays. So 9:41 first quarter, 19-yard touchdown pass from Garrett Latham to Kevin Jones. Middle Creek takes a 7-0 lead.
Then with 5:02 left to go in the first quarter, the punter kicked the ball out of the end zone for a safety for the Middle Creek, giving them a 9-0 lead.
And with 1:44 left in the second quarter, Garrett Latham connects with Nayland Lopez on an 8-yard touchdown pass to give the Mustangs a 16-0 lead.
Then in quick succession, 1:29 to go, second quarter, interception by Britt Cherry.
And then right after that, Middle Creek takes over deep inside Falcon territory, and with 1:18 in the second quarter, 19-yard touchdown pass from Latham to Kevin Jones to put the Mustangs up 23-0. That Britt Cherry interception really setting up that touchdown.
Yeah, it was definitely a big play, and they scored in quick succession. It was a big play, gave them good field position, able to score quickly. It was a great play by Britt Cherry. And with 12 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, there was a 3-yard touchdown pass to Devon Johnson, give the Mustangs a 30-0 lead.
And then with 9:05 left in the game, 42-yard touchdown pass from Sal Savarese to Nayland Lopez there, and that was a pretty exciting one to see. And so Middle Creek escapes here tonight, 37-0 win over Green Hope. And they got to be feeling good about the way they played, and everything looked pretty good. And as I said before, next week got Athens Drive at Athens Drive. They return a lot of players from last year. Quarterback Ben Snotherly, one of the premier guys in the conference. And
you got Kylie Green at running back, another very explosive player back there. Got a great wide receiving core, gives Snotherly a lot of options back there. Athens is a very dangerous team. The Mustangs cannot take them lightly.
Yeah, offensively, Kyrie Green presents such a threat, out of the backfield, and then Lewis Wilder on the outside gives Snotherly a great number one target, and then he has some great receivers around him too that make plays. And they lost their big offensive lineman Robert Crisp. That was such a big talk last year, but I've heard they got a lot of people back, man, and they're looking to make some noise in the Tri-Non Conference.
Definitely, they've started off the season strong, and should be a great matchup next week between Middle Creek and Athens, and I'll be looking forward to it.
Certainly, dude. And tonight was fun, Matt. Thanks for coming out. Thanks for joining me here on the mic, and we appreciate all of you watching and listening at home. And we'll be back out here in a couple weeks, I believe, for the Lee County game, if I'm not mistaken. So make sure you come out, listen, watch, and we really appreciate your viewership here at Sports Block. So for Matt Kimball, I'm Landon Balint. Thanks for watching. Middle Creek escapes the game with Green Hope with a 37-0 victory here at Mustang Stadium tonight.